Brian Cope, I love that question. What kind of pizza did you have tonight? In fact, it's off season, and this is you want to, you got to trim down the fat a little bit, add a veggie with a lot of extra cheese. Yeah, you know me, huh? You gotta have Friday night pizza, fam. Nothing but positives this time of year. Because, we got plenty of time to get into negatives, get mad. Season goes along, la, 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 So, 2022 box office candidates. Looking at the guys who may be entering the Pro Bowl for the first time in their careers. It's always fun stuff. And, ready to go says the Rams are the America's team now. This is... Bam, learn to appreciate the Rams fans because what they do is say things that are so outrageous that they're funny. So you know what? I'm starting to enjoy those people. Let's get into this, though. It's not too early to predict Niners players' prime for a big production season. This is exactly the right time to flex any intelligent insights anyway into the future. Tonight, go to the phones for your predictions and reasoning behind some of the Niners players you believe are going to leave a Pro Bowl signature on the 2022 season for the first time. For the first time. See, I like to be excited about, fam. I'm telling you right now. NFL.com put out a feature that selected one player from each NFL team that could be in line for their first Pro Bowl appearance in 2022, right? The feature writer was Nick Shook. And Shook selected running back Elijah Mitchell for the 49ers, pointing at the unexpected level of success Mitchell had in his first NFL season after being drafted in the 6th round of the 2021 NFL Draft. You know what I always think about with him, though? What if Elijah Mitchell wouldn't have been hurt most of the time? That boy played hurt. No, excuse me. That man played hurt every week. Remember we heard about Elijah Mitchell didn't practice today, so he's hopefully he'll make a return to the field around midweek. Midweek, Wednesday comes, Thursday comes. Elijah Mitchell is still not working out. He'll be a game time decision. Now, see, this is the thing, and I'm like, oh man, well, how are we gonna do it out Mitchell? Come game time, there he comes trotting out on the field. It's Elijah Mitchell. Now he missed 2 or 3 games, but I said, boy, that boy's a fighter. Go, Elijah. So, I just wonder if we could keep him healthy, how good he could actually be. Dude almost ran off for 1,000 yards, and he didn't play every game. Pro Bowl? Hell yeah. If and only if we can keep him out of the hospital all year season long. Shook wrote about that quote. The 49ers enjoyed quality production from Mitchell as a rookie, with the former Louisiana star becoming San Francisco's bell cow, back and averaging close to 5 yards per carry. That means you give him the ball 3 times, you got a first down. That's all you got to do. Block and get out the way. Add in the experience gained from 2021 to Kyle Shanahan-led offense that can be counted on to maximize running back potential, and you have a player who should take the next step. What? If that comes in 2022, and if the 49ers replicate their success from last season, Mitchell's name is going to become a popular one, unquote. Mr. Shook, he's already popular in the Niner Empire, man. You know what I'm saying? So you can catch up. Put some cheese on it. But good call, Nick. But, let's look at more on this talented roster that could be named to the high prestige Pro Bowl after next season. You know what, though? Let me elaborate a little bit more on Mrs. Mitchell's baby boy, Elijah, though. Mitchell set a franchise rushing record for a rookie in 2021. 963 yards, and he did it in just 11 games, as I mentioned. Elijah will be looking to improve himself as a pass-catching threat. Don't let that happen. Which would also improve his chances at a Pro Bowl. Now, the only question around Mitchell's Pro Bowl chances are if he can stay healthy, as I mentioned, and if the carries will be spread around a little bit more in 2022, which Kyle may look to do, but he does have a tendency to milk a cow. See what I did there? Bell cow, milk a cow. Okay. The 49ers haven't had much luck in recent years, though, when it comes to running back injuries. But if that luck changes, there will be plenty of talented players competing for carries with Mitchell. Trey Sermon, who I have absolutely zero faith in, but hopefully he proves me wrong. Jeff Wilson. I like me some Jeff Wilson Jr. and rookie Ty Davis-Price, who, as you know, Anthony Lynn is high on. I think he's got plans for him, and Trey Lance is going to get his share of carries too, most likely. But all of that aside, other NFL alternatives will get a chance. Alternates, should I say, will get their chance to play in the Pro Bowl since the Niners will be too busy prepping for Super Bowl 57. We'll be out in Glendale, somewhere in Arizona, out there on the land of the rising. No, that's Japan. What is Arizona? They got something in their sun as well. Elijah could be added to the Pro Bowl list, but the Niners may be adding a few of his premates, though, for the first time as Pro Bowlers, Pro Bowl debuts. The list could also include Trey. Yeah, Trey could do it. Here's the reason why. Trey Lance doesn't have a large body of work at the NFL level. We all know that. Nor do we know for sure he'll perform when he does take over as a starting QB for the Niners. But he's got the weapons he needs to put up numbers, especially if and when things get settled with, boy, Mrs. Samuel's baby boy, Debo, I wish you, D. You know what? It's no longer Debo's fault. The 49ers are one dragging ass now. 49ers called him, man. Stop playing with his emotions. But anyway, with Debo, that along with his ability to make plays with his legs won't hurt his cause. Also, quarterback is often one of the easier positions to earn Pro Bowl consideration based on how often the players selected at that position pull out of the game at the last minute. That's pretty much why Mac Jones made an appearance last year. The ideal situation here, of course, would be for Lance to get selected, but for him to have it to pull out. Due to the 49ers, postseason, we're going to round one. And if we go to round one, then you know we're going to round two. That's what we do. Better do. We need to do. Family, how about adding Eric Armstead? I've always liked Eric Armstead. You know, I've gotten in a lot of trouble about defending certain players, and Eric Armstead is one of them. People talked about Eric Armstead like he couldn't play no ball. I'm trying to tell you, man, what y'all make? Come on, man, that dude can play. Stop equating injuries with ability to play football. You know. Right again. Eric Armstead. Feels close. It feels close anyway to getting his first Pro Bowl nod anyway. AA was strong down the stretch last season and was chosen as an alternate but didn't get the chance to appear in the game. Eric took off last season after being moved inside. How many of us said, move him inside? Eric's not supposed to be on the edge. Stop clowning with Eric. I realize he's probably your best athlete out there, but don't put him on the edge. I understand he protects the edge well against the run and that type of thing, but if you want Eric Armstead to really do some damage on the opposing team, put him inside. His quickness gets him into that backfield, and his flexibility gets him around anybody in the interior offensive line, and he's back in the dude's face. Put him back. They put him back. They listen to us, fam. They put him back. Back. Eric took off last season after being moved inside, finishing with a career-high 63 tackles and 6 sacks. A full, healthy season in the same role could make his candidacy easy to imagine, couldn't it? Eric Armstead, along with everybody else that's going to the Pro Bowl, because you already know Nick's going. You already know Debo's going. And Ayuk should be going. Let me see. But this could go on and on. I want to hear from you on this as well. Jimmy Ward, J-Dub, like Armstead. Ward was a Pro Bowl alternate last season who missed out on getting the final call after having an up and down start to his career while he dealt with injuries and position shifts. Ward settled in nicely at safety, has stayed relatively healthy in recent years, and has grown into one of the Niners' D's, the Niner D's most important. But what did I tell you about that? I tried to tell you. How many times did I try to tell you about J-Dub? I know a good player when I see one. I know we're going to argue about that forever, but I told you he could play. Man, we can get rid of J-Dub right now and did he? You're not going to get anything better. Jimmy Ward gets hurt. Jimmy he can play football. I love to brag about the things I've told you. You know I do. Anyway, sometimes it takes time for a player's visibility to grow to be a Pro Bowl type of attention level. J. Dub has waited long enough, though, and is now recognized. He is tough. He is good. He is ready. And let's add another one. One more. Brandon Ayuk. After a strange start to the 2021 season, Ayuk has to be a strong candidate for a breakout performance this year. The talent is clearly there. Boy, and Dallas Diggs had 11 INTs last year. Diggs' problem, though, I'm talking about Stefan's brother. What's his brother's name? Trayvon? What's his? Yeah. Anyway, the dude has a problem. He overcommits in anticipation of making a big play. He gets smoked a lot doing that. But, he was good at picking the ball up. He messed with the wrong dude when Ayuk came to Texas. So the opportunity is going to be coming his way a lot. That's what he is. Ayuk he could smoke you on them routes. Now that he's grown from the teaching moments Coach Shanahan wanted him to have early last season, there might be a little bit. There's nothing standing in the way of Ayuk putting up a 1,000-yard performance in 2022. Even as many fans believe Jimmy ignored BA and couldn't get the ball to him all game, every day, all game, every game. Do you know he finished with 56 catches and damn near 1,000 yards? So let's say that, as you say, doesn't miss him all day and ignore him all day. What if he becomes... the thing is, even at WR2, that's a damn good production. But we'll see what happens this year. He's working out with Trey a lot. Let's see what goes on with that. So, because he started off the season, here's the thing. Ayuk put up just 141 yards in his first 6 games. He's got 1,000-yard potential written all over him, doesn't he? Well, we're going to find out. Fam, though, do you agree with these choices? Did I leave anybody out that you might want to add? First-timers. Now, first-timers, we're not talking about Pro Bowlers that have been there over and over. First-timers, if Mosey plays the whole season, I could imagine. Because he's gotten better every year, Javarius Ward been to the Pro Bowl yet? Because we may have a player coming out of our secondary in the Pro Bowl. Dre Greenlaw, Alshar. One of them, if they can both stay on the field, could get the nod. Either one of those guys. You already know, because Fred's not in it. He's already been in the Pro Bowl. Fred's like all pro. I'm talking about guys who've never been to the Pro Bowl, and could this be their year? All right? Yes. Motivation me only. Debo is coming to Detroit after this season. Even Debo knows that wouldn't be a good idea. He'd probably come back and say, look, John, y'all know I was playing, man. Y'all gonna get mad at the man just for asking for his money? You gonna see me to Detroit? How you gonna do me like that? No, that's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, guys. Stop, Detroit. Stop. Is that Don Bird? Did he change his name? Oh, my God. Hey, Brian.
Hey, I heard something, and I wanted to let you know. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Ronbo.
Happy birthday to you, Niners.
That's Lily.
Have a great night, Ronbo.
Thanks, Lily. I really appreciate that. I wasn't going to say anything about my birthday because I don't want too much attention to be drawn to it so that people weren't going to talk for football. But now it's the cat's out of the bag. Yeah, the day I'm the birthday boy. And that's why Brian probably guessed that I ate pizza. I had no idea. I didn't put that out there that I was having a birthday today because, I'm not the kind of person that likes to draw that kind of attention. I want to sing for your birthday, though. Brian, come on in and thanks. Brian, did they hang up? Oh, they did. Let's go and say happy birthday. love it. Well, we got on the phone. Like, hey, John.
Ronbo.
Yeah. John, the 49ers Ultimate Report. Well, John, I'm wondering, do you have, I mentioned a few people are going to be going to the Pro Bowl for the first time in this coming season, predicted to. Did I miss anybody? What are you thinking?
So Ronbo, I was a little bit shocked myself that today's your birthday, and I want to say a happy 49ers birthday to, in my opinion, a GOAT, because you let people call in. So I want to say happy birthday, man.
Thanks, John. I really appreciate that so much. Thanks.
And then also, I was told that Don Burr and the Chicago sports talk Michael had some words with each other, but I want to remind Don Burr and the Chicago guy. This is a 49er empire. until they get 5 Super Bowls, then you guys can come in here and argue with each other. This is the Niner empire. So I'm sorry. And then of course, Michael, I want to say this to you because I know you're going to take a shot at me like you did the last time. I respect you, man. You're not scoring 31 points on us. I'm sorry. But let's talk about real news, 49er news. And let's talk about this possible Pro Bowl, who's going to be a Pro Bowler their first time. And I have to agree with you with our linebackers, besides Fred Warner, like, Greenlaw, if he stays healthy, he could have a Pro Bowl year. And the other, Alshar. Yeah. I think those are like the easiest candidates to pick out. On the offensive side, probably, we might see Brandon Ayuk. I think Brandon Ayuk, now I'm not saying that, the way Kyle used them, because I think Brandon Ayuk likes to go, deep, types of, of routes, going to deep stuff. And Trey and him, they've been working on that. So it's, those are like 3 players, that, are very easy to just pick out. And, when I look at the entire team as a whole, and, I just want to remind, the Chicago fan, we have a really good team. Like, our secondary for the first time, right. We have a lot of depth there. Our linebackers are always good. D'Amico Ryan's great coach. He's, in my opinion, he should be talked more on the 49ers, what he did with the linebackers. And of course, Nick Bosa, for whatever the reason last year, the NFL disrespected him.
Bad.
How they didn't give no votes for nothing, but whatever. But Nick Bosa's really good on the offense. George Kittle, Kyle Juszczyk, Elijah Mitchell, Trey Lance, all these wide receivers. It's so packed with great talent. But one thing that does scare me, and Debo as well. So we have a lot of players who can be Pro Bowlers. You never know. Maybe the Niners will probably have, depending on how we do. But at the end of the day, as I said, our 2 linebackers and and Brandon Ayuk, I think those guys are very easy to become Pro Bowlers
for their first trip, and then after that it'll just become academic. But yeah, see, because and this thing, and elaborate further on the man from Chicago, the man with a deep dish pizza just it thrives. Here's the thing, from what you just said, anybody, and I don't care what team you support, that is too much defense to think that a team's going to get into the 20s, late 20s and 30s. That just makes no sense. Michael, I respect you. I have no problem with you, but come on, man. Give me a break. 31 points on that defense? Come on, man.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you know what? Speaking of him, I'm trying to compose myself because I don't want to be too harsh on this dude, But come on, 31 points. I'm sorry, dude. I'm not being delusional. Rumbo's not being delusional. I know everyone who's on the call is not delusional. You're not putting 31 points on us.
Even the Rams probably believe that. Yeah.
And I'm sorry, dude. I don't want to expose something, but he says, he's a wrestling guy. He wants to stutter the 49er fans. Yeah. I wish he would. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm not a trash talking.
Are you serious?
Person.
Wait. Time out. Did Chicago Michael say he was a wrestler?
he's a wrestling fan, and he loves
Oh.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I was like, come on, man, I'm sorry. Hey, dude, I'm sorry. I don't mean to put our private stuff, but you've been just driving me nuts, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
That's hilarious. Because honestly, there's not going to be a lot of teams that are getting 31 points on 40. Listen, John, we should make this promise right now to Michael. If indeed that the Bears put up 31 points or more against the 49ers, you and I will make a public apology together to Michael of Chicago and say we, as we bow, are not worthy. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. Michael, you and the Bears, you are the shiznit. Right? That's what we can do. That's how confident I am. Because I know I don't want to do that.
Hey, I'm a man of my word, Michael. If that's true, me and Ronbo will do that to you, man. But sorry, man, you're a little bit out of your head right now.
31 points for the Bears. Well, if we play 5 quarters, if it goes into overtime and somehow the Bears get to 20, anything, maybe not in regulation, not a chance. Let's make that stipulation, okay? Regulation.
Yeah. Anyway, Ronbo, thanks for having me on. Happy birthday again, Ronbo. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, my pleasure, John. Good to hear from you too. All right, fam. Have a great night.
And it's Niners all day.
Yeah, this year we're getting hit by, as we do each and every year, the opening day representative of whomever we're playing always comes in and says the most extraordinary things. So that's why, hey, Tony, come on in, Tony, from the blue waters of Hawaii. Tony, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Ronbo. Aloha. Happy birthday.
Aloha. Thanks, Tony. I was trying to keep that quiet, and it got out. And, because it ended up having more birthday than we do football. And you know how I love to talk football. I was trying to tell you in a few days. But thanks, Tony.
From this cancer to you, I know you're also a cancer. Happy cancer season. So that's all I got to say. HBD.
Yeah. Hey, Tony, how far into July is your birthday? Are you into June or July?
I'm in the July side. I'm next week Wednesday. So yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
I told you I got to do it for you though. I got to do it.
No.
I got to do it. So you shouldn't have said anything. You're in trouble now. Happy. Oh yeah. Happy birthday to Tony. In case we don't see him Wednesday.
And Ronbo.
Happy birthday, Tony. Happy birthday, Tony. Tony, that's how come we hit it off so well. Because we're born under the same sun.
No doubt. No doubt about it, Ronbo. I also got to say, this is a great topic. What a fantastic off-season topic this is. First-time Pro Bowlers. I really, really do love it. And so when you asked that question, I took a look at the roster, and I came up with 9 names that I think are the Niners' best chance to be first-time Pro Bowlers. Number 1, this makes a heck of a lot of sense. It's Trey Lance. Okay, he is the quarterback. He's going to be the starting quarterback on this playoff roster. If he has an above-average season, given the prominence the 49ers fan base in online voting, I think it's going to be very hard to be denying Trey Lance a Pro Bowl spot if he plays well this season. Number 2, Javon Kinlaw. People forget about him. First-round draft pick. His feud with Grant Cohn this offseason has done wonders for his PR, which is going to get him more votes so long as he stays healthy. And if he registers 8+ sacks, he will be voted on very highly for the Pro Bowl. Number 3, Brandon Ayuk. Again, a first-round draft pick. He has all the talent in the world. Been working with Trey. I think he has that name rec, and that's probably what's going to get him over the top. Number 4, Jimmy Ward. That's the 49ers fan pick. He is the glue of the defense, and I think we're going to get him there this year, Jimmy Ward. Number 5, Eric Armstead. Again, a guy, because of the Grant Cohn feud, is going to get a whole lot of extra PR and a lot of extra Pro Bowl votes for the first time by engaging in social media in the ways that he has been. Number 6, not as a starter, but as a special teamer, Talanoa Hufanga. I think he definitely has a good chance of making the Pro Bowl as a special teamer.
Yes.
Number 7, Mike McGlinchey. Now I know what you're saying. I know what you're going to say. He gives up a lot of sacks. Okay, great. If he comes back, returns to form, comes back from that injury, and the 49ers have a solid running attack, and he's able to score those PFF run blocking grades high again, I think given the 49ers voting and the way that fans vote, I think it's very possible we could see Mike McGlinchey as a comeback Pro Bowler type. Number 8, Azeez Al-Shaair. He is better than Dre Greenlaw. He is going to be a starting linebacker for the team, and a great story too. And finally, this is a dark horse, but this is Aaron Donald's daddy. It's Dan Brunskill. If that 49ers,
I love it.
If that 49ers offensive line can produce several prolific rushers, I think again, because of the way that the fans vote for the Pro Bowl, Dan Brunskill might be that number, that dark horse Pro Bowl candidate. What do you think about my list, Ronbo?
Tony, just the reason you said I like Brunskill, the thing is, I really am amused by the Grant Cohn effect on ball players and how it motivates them to play probably a little bit above their heads. Javon Kinlaw, I believe you were straight money on that. Eric Armstead's had feuds with Grant in the past. I mean, breakout on display Twitter feeds. I mean, going on between these two people. Actually, four as you mentioned, So I like that. And maybe Grant should actually be allocated a certain amount of funding each and every year to come after players that we want to see improve their game. Just come after them and do what you do, Grant. Nothing more. And you will set them on fire because they'll be extremely aggravated and they'll start making vows. And I love it.
Well, in the case of both Kinlaw and Armstead, they're going to be playing on that defensive line, which is so deep. If Kinlaw rehabs, both Kinlaw and Armstead have the chance to be 3-down players. Armstead will be a 3-down player if Kinlaw can become a 3-down player as a run stuffer on the early downs and as a pass rusher next to Armstead on the inside. If you have coming at you Kinlaw, Armstead, Bosa, if they are all healthy and playing strong, this defensive line is deeper than it was in 2019. They were good at rushing the passer last year, even though their secondary was ailing a little bit with Jason Verrett blowing out his knee. The Niners have improved the secondary. A good secondary will give the defensive line longer to get sacks, and that good defensive line will allow that secondary to get interceptions as well. So honestly, that defense, the defense, Kyle Shanahan is able to call plays and get his offensive players to overachieve. It's still a talented offense, but that defense is so darn deep, Ronbo. I'm looking now, and I think it's possible we could have 3 49ers defensive linemen in the Pro Bowl this year in Bosa and first time for Kinlaw and Armstead. So let's go.
I could see that, Tony, because the fact of the matter is, just as you said, you've got a defense now that has a great coach behind him as well. Anytime you have a coach with imagination like D'Amico, and this is why you got a guy like Vic Fangio visiting early because he knows D'Amico's probably out of here next year because of the offers he's gonna land. And then Vic says, I'm coming here with all this kind of talent. This is going to be putty in my hands. Let me at him, right? So you're right.
Exactly.
We got depth. But you know what, Tony? Here's one other thing. With the rotations, I got a feeling you've got 2 first-line defenses. You mentioned the guys you did. You got Javon Kinlaw next to Eric Armstead. What if I put Amenahu, Ebukam? I've got all kind of combinations. We'll make that for another day. But how many defensive line fronts can you put together that are going to just knock? Just
salivate over this thought, Ronbo. Goal line defense. You can put 6 defensive linemen in goal line situations between Bosa, Armstead, Kinlaw, Amenahu, Ridgeway. I mean the rookie we drafted this year. Kamoko Toure. Of course Givens. This D line is going to be sick in every single situation. First string, second string, and goal line. And the season cannot come soon enough, Ronbo. And I cannot wait to watch him sack Matt Stafford.
I know. Especially now that you mentioned, and Tony just mentioned a key element. You got that secondary now. Stafford can't really see or get a clear lane to throw in at every few seconds like he has been. Now it's clogged. And here comes Nick. Here comes Javon. Here comes Omenahu. Here comes Eric. Here comes Drake. That new kid on the block. Whoa, it's Drake who ends up with him. The 49ers are out there tearing up meat like a pack of wolves. And who's the alpha dog that eats first? The storyline's going to be crazy. Crazy.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be so much fun, Ronbo. But yeah, this is a great topic, though. This is a fantastic topic. So thank you for bringing it on your special day. You brought the good stuff.
Wow, thanks, Tony. I tell you, you know how much I appreciate your shots. It's time to get to Hawaii, put a pig underground, roast him up, and let's eat.
Heck yeah.
Tell you what, then I'm gonna look for you Sunday and be back to talk more football. All right.
Sounds good, Ronbo. I'll do my best.
All right. Happy birthday, bro.
Aloha. Happy birthday to you. Take care.
Aloha. Hey, Tony. Oh, man. This is Tony. Tony is Ohana. And let's go over and check. Look at this. The Village Idiot Thanks Family says, happy B-Day, Ronbo. Appreciate everything you do. 13 says, happy birthday. Guys, thanks for the contributions. Barack O'Liner, happy 78th birthday to my dude, Ron Basie. Love you, fam. Wait, let me I got to keep my dentures tight. I'm going to laugh them out. Renzo, thanks, Renzo. Happy birthday, Ronbo. Thanks, Renzo. Down in, wait. He's in North Florida, not South. Chad Garrison, thanks, Chad. Happy birthday, OG, original GOAT. Thanks, fam. And Brock, when I grow to ask me to want to break. But hey, Brock, Tony didn't ask for that song. He was trying to stop me. Remember, it was me. It was my fault completely. Cynthia! Hi, Cynthia. Good to see you again. Happy birthday. Thanks, Cynthia. Thank you so much. It's going to be a great season, Sid. We're having such a great time. Of course, it's Chicago Mike on the phone. Mike, get in here. With your 31 points.
Before I begin with anything, I just want to say happy birthday, Rumble.
Thanks, Mike.
I know I have to always come in by saying that, because I can't say anything without wishing one of my favorite YouTubers, Rumble.
Thanks.
All right.
Well, Mike, are you going to address? I know you. I figure your timing is where it is due to the fact that you caught that conversation between your other favorite guy, John, and myself. I understand that you visit him a lot and have a lot. You're going to stun him. I got a kick. I'm a huge WWE fan too, so I was delighted. But
Yeah.
Michael,
I'm a huge wrestling fan. Wrestling fan. For those people that saying, "Oh, Don Bird's my hero," I want Don Bird to be the hero, so I could pretty much be the villain and end him once and for all.
We're all going to be watching that game. I mean, every last one of us. You guys have spiked our interest in this, whet the appetite. The Bears versus Lions is definitely on my menu of games to must see.
Look, Don Burr, I'm gonna be very honest with you, Don Burr. You have a lot of stuff. You are a Lions fan, and what I mean by that is, I'll give you a stat line, and you'd be like, this guy has no room to talk. Ever since the Super Bowl era, Detroit has only had one playoff win ever since the Super Bowl existed.
Well, that's rough. Whew. Well, that's misery and suffering. Mike, you got to be real hardcore to continue to support a team like that.
Exactly. And Don Burr, calls in these shows, Detroit versus everybody, and then leaves.
Well, you offered a little bit more. You got him fired up one time. That time you guys were going back and forth.
Rumble. If the Lions beat the Bears, block, please ban him. But Don Bird, you want to forget, if it wasn't for me, Productions would have had you on block.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So You should be thanking me, Domber. The funny thing about Domber is he follows me wherever I go. He's like my biggest fanboy. Like Domber, just send me your address and I'll send you an autograph. Please do.
Oh God, it's getting vicious. Oh. Oh. So it's but Michael, is there anything you want to retrack as now that we mentioned how difficult our defense might be to deal with?
Well, I was listening to a little bit. No doubt that the Niners have a very good defense. I have no ifs, ands, or doubts about it. But there's something that that was mentioned last year, which I'm surprised they fixed. But I don't watch many 49ers games unless they're like the only tem on, and they happen to get a lot of penalties on defense.
Yeah, well, you must have saw that game when we had that cornerback whose name will remain silent. Last year he had some difficulties when he first came over because he's gotten a little lost a step, and he had a thing about holding way downfield. We lost a couple of games because of that. Yeah, but he's gone now.
Yeah, but that still doesn't. I mean, there's some. I can't remember the last time there was a game without any penalties.
No, we do. We get penalties. Mike, though, are the Bears, are they good at avoiding flags?
Well, under Matt Nagy, there was a flag basically every play, but under Coach Matt Eberflus, they're going to be disciplined now.
Yeah.
Because if the Colts, I'm going to bring up an interesting stat for all those. I'm not saying you, Rumble, but some idiot 49ers fans forget to bring up Matt Eberflus. Ever since 2017, the Colts he turned a 27 ranked defense to an 11th ranked defense when he took over for the Colts in 2018.
Impressive.
So I have no doubt in my mind that Matt Eberflus is the right coach to coach this team, and I'm very proud that we decided to go with him instead of Dan Quinn, who blows leads, and that other dude, Jim Cardwell. I don't want to pick up any Detroit trash like Don Bird. And not to mention that was that ever since the Lions fired Jim Cardwell, they haven't had a winning record since. They fired him at 9-7.
Yeah. There are some similarities. Cleveland Browns, ever since Jim Brown left, God knows how many years that was. I can't go through the math right now. But here's the thing: there are certain franchises in the NFL that seem to be traditionally doomed from the start of every season, and they can't get out of it. It's like some kind of a jinx or a voodoo has been put on them by the powers to be, or the football gods just don't like the city of Cleveland or Detroit. So
exactly.
They just have to get beaten every year, and not just beaten but destroyed. Top of the draft every single year. How do you stay at the top of the draft every year and still come up with a Rudy Toot team? And in fact, Cleveland, I was sitting there getting mad every year from 2013 until the last 2 or 3 years. Cleveland was picking 2 and 3 first-round picks, number 1 pick beyond, and then a couple of more. They've got a terribly tough team now, but it took them 10 years to build that team, and that makes no sense.
Hey, 10. That's better than the Lions. They've been rebuilding ever since they've been established. Don't get me wrong. Detroit looks good on paper, but overall, they're still gonna win 5. At best, they will win 6 games. But if I was to be, dumb like Domber, I would say his team is gonna go 0-17. But that's not that.
Like, we gotta go. I mean,
all right.
On that note, and
all right.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Thanks, Rumble. Thanks, Rumble, for having me on. Also, again, happy birthday, and always to all the 49ers fans, including Don Burr. Acknowledge me.
Have a good night, Mike. Harold Murillo. Hey, happy birthday, Mama. And have a great 4th of July weekend. I know it came all together at the same time. Let's go, Niners. Hit those likes and subscribe. Thanks, Harold. And MP. Thanks, MP. I wonder if he's military. All right. My name is welcome to the Mambo Sports Show, where bleep gets real in the chat room. Let's, Omar.
Ronbo, what's cracking, man?
Omar, man, we're sitting here checking out. The fact of the matter is, we have we have, with all the drama going on the sidelines, we have not yet really stopped to smell the roses as we should. Omar, this team has a ridiculous amount of talent. Tony and I were just going over. They actually have 2 first-string line defenses, one a little slightly better than the other, right? Now you look at secondary that's made some vast improvements. This team is going to be incredibly tough. Do you, though, the subject tonight is, do you see any first-time Pro Bowlers, and it could be, those first-time Pro Bowlers could be a product of a vastly improved defense even from last year that are going to have a residual effect on some players that may not have made it on a weaker team. But this team, the table is set for us to dominate like we did during Harbaugh's years when we were sending the entire defense to the Pro Bowl.
Absolutely, yeah. I think our defensive line is pretty deep, deeper than it was in 19, and it's going to be special. I think one guy to look out for, Drake Jackson, man, the young guy we drafted. I like that guy. He has a good game. He's fast. I want to see what he can do, and then hopefully, don't forget about Ken Law because he's a dark horse in this thing. And I think
we mentioned him.
Strong. Yeah. He's going to come back strong, and that whole argument he had with this idiot. I saw that whole interview, and I could not believe what I heard. I was like, wow. I'm not going to repeat what he said, but he basically said, don't. Yeah, stop playing with me, bro. That's basically what that was.
God, he was mad. So there was no acting involved in that. But you know what? It's also like Tony said. He's motivated. Javon Kinlaw is going to be on his P's and Q's, crossing his T's and dotting his I's in every game.
Really think,
just because.
I think he has something to prove. Not even prove to himself, and I think he's going to do really well. I'm a big Kinlaw fan. And I hope he really, if he can get up to par and get back, oh my God, the line's going to be special, man, because we're already deep. And then we got Hyder back. I just remembered that.
See?
We got him back from Seattle. That's weird. So.
Man. I mean, the talent list goes on and on. I mean, wow.
Yeah. It's on paper, man. I think we're good on paper. As long as our secondary holds up, I don't really see a problem. Everything's going to boil down to, the young guy behind center, Trey Lance. We go as far as Trey Lance goes. But we go as far as he takes us, man. I said we go as far as he takes us.
You don't have to fully he's not going to be the whole picture. You don't have to fully rely on him.
No.
What if that run game gets going with the guys we got? And they've all got experience. And then he's got receivers he's working with now he's going to get used to. He's going to have his favorite out there. Debo, for all the nonsense and crying, he's going to play. So, he's stacked. He's got all kind of weapons he can go to. There's no reason why he can't succeed.
The guy I really want to see, that I'm dying to see, is the guy we drafted from SMU. What's the guy's name? Green or something?
Wait a minute.
The receiver, the real fast one.
Gray. Gray. What's his first name? Daniel. Is his name Daniel? What's his first name? His last name is
Daniel Gray, because I forgot his name, man. My apologies.
I forget his first name. I think it's he's quick.
He's from SMU.
Yeah,
he's a receiver guy that we needed speed, and they kept talking about speed. I remember because and then we got him, and I think he had a little bit of an injury, hamstring maybe. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody correct me.
No, that's right. But hamstrings are the first.
That's the guy. I want to see that guy.
Everybody does.
Yeah, I want to see that guy play. I really want to see him play. I've seen his tape on YouTube, and it's amazing, man. This kid is special. I like him.
Danny.
He reminds me of a John Taylor.
Thanks, Pterodome.
Built like John Taylor's like.
Yeah, he's tall for all that speed too. That's what makes him even more.
Like you remember John Taylor? He
Sure.
had like a big body. You know, he was just a kind of a big guy, but he ran like hell though.
Like a gazelle. Once he got out in front,
I'm a big
forget
John
about
Taylor fan.
Him and
I
Rice
love John
together.
Taylor. Anyway,
ridiculous.
Yeah, Ronbo. Like I know you have other callers, so I'll keep it short. Oh, by the way, before I forget, happy birthday, man. I'm sorry.
Thanks,
I almost
Omar.
forgot, man.
Thanks.
Happy birthday. Thank you for this platform. I've been listening to you for the last few years, and I've missed a few shows, but I love your show. Thank you for the platform. God bless you. Happy birthday and many more, my friend. God bless.
Appreciate that, Omar. Appreciate that a whole lot.
Right,
Looking forward to next time. All right,
yes.
man.
Stay
Have a great
blessed,
day.
and thank you.
Oh, you're
All right,
welcome.
brother.
And there is Santana. Dun, 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 boom, boom, boom,
So, Ronbo, how you doing, man?
dun, 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 dun. Santana, man, doing great. How you doing?
Doing good, man. Happy birthday. Is your birthday today?
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, nice, man. Nice.
So, you
So,
know,
Ronbo, what's the topic today?
oh man, we're looking at first time guys that we suspect may be doing enough work this off season to go to the Pro Bowl for the first time after the season ends, but they won't be attending the Pro Bowl because they'll be too busy preparing for the Super Bowl. So that's what we're thinking. Who do you got in mind? There's been some names already thrown around, but I won't tell you those names. I want to see how many people we get to say the same name if you didn't hear any names yet. But Santana, who do you suspect, who do you predict is going to just, for the first time, not the first time, but first time in the Pro Bowl? Because we got some players that have been doing a great job, but they haven't been Pro Bowl now. It's because the Pro Bowl is not that easy to get into. It's fan selected anyway. So you really got to be impressive. But somebody did mention one thing that's really, really seriously true. Okay, Grant Cohn makes stars out of people by getting into it with them, right? Eric Armstead became well known a little bit after him and Grant went into it. And now you look at Javon Kinlaw. For some reason, linemen have an issue with Grant Cohn's comments. And then Grant doesn't mind responding when they get mad. So now you got Javon Kinlaw that Grant has turned him into a human dynamo. So I should have added him on my list as well. But anyway, Santana, who is going to be a first-time Pro Bowler?
Oh, man, we have so many good players, that are young that we haven't seen yet,
Yeah.
So, man, I mean, I'd have to go with I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with Kinlaw, man, because now that you brought up his name, I think he's a guy that can be a difference maker, if he's in there. We've seen it in the past, and
especially that knee is healthy.
he's a big dude.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big dude, and I think the times that he's played with us, I think he was injured, so maybe he wasn't at 100%.
And he wasn't all that
really
bad, even when he was hurt. What's he going to be like when he's not?
Yeah,
I can't wait.
So, hopefully he's healthy. I mean, from what I've heard and seen on videos and stuff like that, he looks like he's healthy. He's still so. I mean, he's a big dude. He can definitely, be terrorizing in the middle of that defense. So
I just wish I just want to stand on the field. I want to see how big he really is, because when you see him on camera standing against other dudes, you can tell that's a big dude. But I really want to see what he looks
massive,
like.
Man.
Wide.
I'm sure he's massive, So, so I mean, the Grant Cohn thing, man. I mean, it's just, hey, man, some players just don't take to bullshit, So, and they don't, So, Kinlaw, we got a dog in Kinlaw for sure, Ronbo.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he's got an attitude. I was worried that a lot of guys that big aren't really mean. Kinlaw's mean. Yo, yes.
Oh, Kinlaw's mean, man. From that video with Grant Cohn, man, I think he was shivering, But I mean, This is a big dude coming after you. You don't want that, Ronbo.
That's a lot of attitude. And I feel sorry for any offensive lineman or anybody on the opposing team that rubs him the wrong way. Good Lord. I could see now. How many, Santana, how many guys do you think it would take to get him under control? Let's say Javon loses it out there. Oh, my God.
Shit, man.
You'd have Trent Williams and Aaron Banks out there trying to contain him. Maybe McGlinchey might jump in. I mean, that would take a while, especially if he's enraged. Oh my Lord!
You know, but hopefully he takes that rage out in the field when he plays, man. So everybody's wrong. Everybody's been talking bad about him. But you know, we got some good players, Ronbo. I mean, another one that might be like, for me, I feel like I haven't seen much of Aaron Banks, but I mean, he you know, he could be good too. You know, we haven't seen him yet, so
yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
He's got all the tools. He's from Notre Dame too, Santana. When you offensive linemen from Notre Dame, they usually, if they make it to the pros, they're usually well coached, technique, fundamentals. I don't know who the coaches are over at Notre Dame, but they usually turn out a good product when it comes to offensive linemen. I mean, look how many have made the pros.
You know, I've heard a lot of people have issues with the O-line, but, you know, I mean, they're making the decisions they're making for a reason. You know, they're making millions of dollars to make the decisions. Maybe, you know, Aaron Banks and what's the other guy's name? Moore. Maybe they were having issues with the playbook.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe they
can't play comfortably and fast. That's a good point, Santana. Jalen Moore.
Play, you know, mentally they're thinking, but you know they can't let the physical attributes take over because they're thinking about what's going to happen,
what you're supposed to be doing.
Got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah,
so maybe you know.
Yeah, I agree. When you can move fast when you know what you're doing. If you're thinking, it's going to slow you down. Exactly.
It's going to slow you down. So maybe they saw something last year where they just like, you know what, we don't have to put him in. We have the guys. Let's just sit him down and let him develop. You know, we're not in a rush like these other teams that suck that need to play their players right away, you know. I feel like the Niners are building a foundation for these rookies, you know, so they're able to learn. And if they have to sit down for a year, they can with no pressure added to them, you know. So I think Niners are doing a good job. So we'll see. I'm ready for the season, Ronbo. 2 more months, baby. Let's go.
Hey, one. Actually, at the end of this month, at least we get to hear about what's going on, and then we got the preseason games coming up in early August. So you know, it's we just got to count down these weeks, get through them, and we'll be ready. You know, can't wait.
So what you doing for your birthday, Ronbo? You doing anything special or what?
Overeating and lots of celebrating, and you know, a little bit of beverage here and there, and yeah.
A little alcohol, you know. That's good, Ronbo. You got to enjoy life, man. You know.
Yeah, right. Because you know, we got to have 2-3 more Super Bowls, and then we will say our life is complete. Because you know what, hey, Santana, wouldn't it be awesome? The 49ers could win 10 Super Bowls and get it done before 2030.
Damn. You know, Ronbo.
It's asking a lot, huh?
You know, maybe 10, maybe 5, so maybe 4, 3, but it's possible. You know, one of those. I mean. The team's getting ready. We have a new quarterback, you know. So if it turns out to be what they thought he could be, I mean, we could, you know. So you know, but we still got to see this season and see what happens after that. But we got the team, Ronbo. We just need to see that quarterback, you know.
We just got to become like Bill Belichick. Is that you keep the talent coming. See, this is why at Santana, we have the advantage over teams like the Rams who like to play mercenaries to come in and win a title. They only worry about the year at hand. We look down the line, and I got to believe that's still the best road or path to a dynasty. So we'll find out.
Let's not forget, man, when Kyle took over the team, this team was bad. It was horrible. No structure, no nothing. Yeah. So, you know, obviously it's taking a while, and they're trying to build something good and sustainable for a long time period. So we'll see the fruits of that later on you know, hopefully this year or the following, but we'll see it for sure.
Yes, we will.
And we've seen it, you know, so.
All right. Well, Santana, we're going to go. I look forward to hearing from you Sunday if you got time, okay? Appreciate you, fam.
All right. Happy birthday, Ronbo. You have a good one, man.
Santana.
God bless you, and thank you for everything you do, brother.
Thanks, fam. Have a great night.
Yeah. You too.
Yeah, the Rams do like to live in the moment like a one-night stand, don't they, Ronbo?
Yeah,
Live in the moment like a one-night stand, don't they, Ronbo?
yeah, and then she get up and take all his money out of his wallet and left. Oh, I hit it exactly on the nail. That's exactly what happens. They come in, they take all the money, and they leave. Ella started that. I didn't mean to. Let me bring in the author of the Book of Champions himself, Rev.
Ronbo.
Rev, how you doing tonight?
I'm pretty good. I definitely want to start this episode off by wishing you a happy, beautiful born day.
Thanks,
Be
man.
blessed, be strong. I've been on this show for many years, and just like else, and for you to see another beautiful born day, we're grateful and thankful for you helping us with this platform for us to speak about our squad and showing all the love, the ups and downs, the arguments, the backs and forths, and all this good stuff. But you know what? At the end of the day, we represent this red and gold. We families fight. It is what it is. All right.
We do it better than anybody we know.
Exactly. But
and that goes to people coming in here too. God.
Exactly. I tend to not. I laugh at the comments from, the Rambo Reject to the Don Burrs to what I'm saying. Big shout out to Chicago Bears, Mike. You know what I'm saying. You got love for your spot.
And they all become famous, don't they? All of the Hawks fans. And nobody's forgotten any of those names. The Raider fans, Hawks fans. We have one Lion fan. Every year, whoever we play in the first season opener always has a representative that comes over on a daily basis. It's hilarious. I love it.
But I'm going to do my usual and shout this out, shout out to my family, my 49er faithful worldwide, representing that beautiful red and gold 24/7, 365, the man, the myth, the legend, Ronbo. We thank you. We love you for this platform.
Thanks, Rev.
Well, got that out the way. The one person that I'm really keeping my eyes on for a Pro Bowl, and being that now I'm seeing more as far as the coaching aspect and, getting these kids ready for the next level. Studying a lot of film, the one big surprise, which I want to see more and become a fan of is Hufanga, for the fact of, he was given the title, quote unquote, Palomalo, 2.0, but watching his film, being a defensive back coach myself,
fundamentals.
He's going to get there. Like I have that strong feeling that because his instincts is what makes him good. He may not have all the speed. Same thing like Palomalo. He didn't have the speed, but he had the instincts. And on top of that, he just knew how to pop you. And Fanga is the same way. And I really want to see him shine. You know what I'm saying? Like we need that aggression, back there in the safety position. Because the last time we really saw that was, the Hammer brothers, the ball hawk. And, shout out to my man, Dante Hittner, a.k.a. Mr. Hard Hitter. But
you find on NBC Bay Area Sports.
Yeah, for sure. But, it's one of them things where I think he's going to have a good season to shine on. He plays with no fear. Like I love to see players that have no fear, and he's one of those guys on our squad that he has no fear. And I want to see other people shine and try to get to the Pro Bowl, but my eyes are really focused on Hufanga, and I think he can get to that next plateau. The more that he plays, same thing with Trey. The more that he plays, the better that he's going to get. But Hufanga really brings that element that we haven't seen since Vic Fangio's days at defensive coordinator. So I would like to see Hufanga get the nod, as well as I hope Kinlaw come out and just shut the critics.
Oh.
You know, like I want to see the kid shine. You know,
Rev, we're going to be
I wanna
cheering
see
so
him shine.
loud at the end of the season if he has a great year.
For sure.
Oh, my God. Because we started off
Yeah,
on the wrong foot.
Oh yeah,
Damn.
I'm gonna get to see our boys. I'm gonna get to see our boys this year. I'm gonna go to a couple games. I usually go to, you know, every time we play the Panthers in the Carolinas, I always go to that game. So, you know, I'm gonna be out there screaming loud and proud. But you know, this defense is stacked. I mean, the depth is unreal. Like, you know, we can put players in places and swap out positions, and we still got that much talent, you know, from our starting defensive people to our backups. So our defense is top notch. Like, it is top notch.
Ridiculous.
And nobody is going to come on this squad and drop 31 points. I said it. I'll say it again. It's not going to happen. Like, period, point blank. So, you know, if you feel as though your Bears is that confident to drop that many points, I think you've been playing Madden or Tecmo Bowl too much, because it ain't going to happen in reality. So,
and on that, let me ask you this. What do you think is going to be the average amount of points the 49ers give up? Let's say if they stay healthy, how many points do you think will be an average give up?
I'll give us 17 at the most. Reason being is because of our offense. It's because of our offense, and we don't know offensively what Trey is going to do. We know defensively what we're capable of.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
You know,
yeah, you're right.
You know,
it's going to depend on how often the other team has a blast. I forgot about that part.
Right.
17 is still a good number, though.
Yeah, I mean, if you can keep a squad on this is what I tell my boys. If you can hold somebody to, you know what I'm saying, less than, you know, 5 catches or so. You know, they got their best receiver gets 5 catches, 40 yards. All right, cool.
Day.
He's going to get his touches, but that just tells me, you know what I'm saying, I can go back to the great Jerry Rice. Any 49er fan can find this stat out. When's the last time Jerry has been, like, checked, meaning no catches, no yards in the game? You know what I'm saying?
It never happened. Deion tried. It just never happened. Yeah.
Right, and Jerry went against some of the best corners of our generation. So, you know, it's to get to that next level to say, all right, if the Bears are going to drop 31, I don't see it happening, because you don't even have an offense that can put up 20. So, you know, I'm not worrying about that aspect. But on the flip side, you know, our team is strong. You know, we're all excited. The season's coming. So, you know, let's just keep it day by day, you know, and get ready for the season. But I ain't going to hold it up too much. But I just want to tell you, happy birthday, my brother.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Be blessed, be strong. Everybody have a wonderful 4th of July. And y'all know my motto. In order to be the man, you got to beat the man. So
I'll wait for that.
Red and gold all day. Ronbo, be blessed. Enjoy this birthday. Shout out to my 49er family worldwide. Let's keep it going. Don't even mind all the Ramley rejects and, you know, the disgruntled Don Burrs and disgruntled Bears fans that think they're going to put up 31 points. So, but you know, everybody be safe, be strong, be blessed. You know what I'm saying? Book of Champions is getting ready for this season. So, you know, the Rev is here. 49ers for life. Let's do this. Ronbo, happy birthday, my brother. We thank you. We love you. Appreciate it, man.
Hey, Rev, always looking forward to hearing from you. I'll be back Sunday if you got some time,
No
too.
doubt.
All right. Have a great weekend.
I'll be up there for fun. All right, you too. Bye.
All right, Rev. There he goes. Rev. And yes, indeed, do be careful this 4th of July weekend. We want to be able to attend more 4th of July weekends. Be careful. And let's bring him in. Papa Dre. You notice how some people have a tendency to like being loud, regardless as to how it may be impacting the ears of the next person? Oh, that's the wrong one. Gagan! Marketing Pro, thank you. And Cassie, I saw you. And it's Satchmo.
Loves you too. And I said to myself, why don't he take down that damn poster?
Hey, it's my birthday. Don't pick on my dude.
Hey, best
Pop.
wishes to you. Best
Thanks,
wishes
Pop.
to you. Because I'm sure some years ago, Ronbo's mama's baby boy came out and the doctor smacked you in the ass and you said, "Nana!"
How'd you know? Actually, it's been recorded. Oh God. Well, Pop, man, here it is. You know, Pop, there's Tony brought out something I hadn't thought about because I tend to block out bad experiences, and watching Grant Cohn and Javon Kinlaw really was unpleasant. So I try not to think about that too often. But you know what? He is going to be a candidate. I got a feeling because he's coming out a man on a mission. When you got a man that big and on a mission, look out.
No, he will not.
How come?
I think Kinlaw is going to play probably under 60% of the snaps.
Yeah,
they're going to have to rotate because that's the position he plays. He got no pass rush moves.
Mm-hmm.
He can be on the mission all he wants. But right now, I'm telling you right now, I don't mean to quote my boy Bill Belichick, but do your damn job. So they give him a job. Keep that job.
But also, Puppy, you allude to something else too. But there's so much talent on this team. I don't need to wear him out. I can platoon him and keep him fresh. So every time I cut him loose, it's like cutting an animal loose, right? That makes sense too. It's gonna be hard to make the Pro Bowl from that position.
Even if he was a full-time starter, it's hard for him to stay on the field if he got no pass rush moves.
Yeah.
This is this reality of it. I don't care. If you're playing the Rams, you better have some pass rush moves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, if you're playing running teams, then yeah, his big butt needs to be in there. But how many true running teams do we face?
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's not an issue. Sometimes
that's a good question. I got to think about that. How many run teams?
Football, my friend, is situational. For example, in the NFC, the top 3 quarterbacks is Brady, Rodgers, and Stafford. Now, one of those 3 are favored over the 49ers to go to the Super Bowl, which means that young Trey Lance and his 30 touchdowns and 8 rushing touchdowns is going to the Pro Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Trey Lance will be in the Pro Bowl.
And it's like I pointed out earlier, the quarterbacks that may have made it or chosen ahead of him, they pull out. So you got to have somebody. That's why Mac Jones ended up there this past year.
No, because he didn't deserve to be there. He did. That wasn't no Pro Bowl season.
He did well, though.
Listen. There was one game he threw 3 passes. And it was because he's got a rubber band arm.
That's a Buffalo game, right? When they played in all that snow?
It don't matter. It's NFL. You got to be able to throw the rock. If you throw the ball 3 times in a game, that's some high school stuff, man.
They won that game, though.
4th and 19, run it. That's high school.
Yeah. 4th and 19, you're right. That means
4th
you did.
1 on your own goal line, run it. I'm just saying. Now, people got to stop hating on people they don't know. Period. This stop. What's the point? Why put all that negativity in your heart? You gonna hate on somebody you don't even know. Nobody knows, Jimmy.
I've been trying to tell Chad. I've been trying to tell. Stop hating on Don Burr. We don't know him that well.
No. Don't hate on him, but give him hell. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a professional football player with something to lose, don't waste your time on somebody like Grant.
Detroit's worse than everybody.
They are, except for Chicago.
Ellis has that down perfectly.
Detroit is sweeping the Bears this year. Detroit is sweeping the Bears because guess what? Detroit's got one of the best offensive lines in the league, and they got a coach that wants people to bite kneecaps, they're gonna sweep the Bears.
Pop said it. Pop said, okay, there you go. There you go. One of us has said it. I was trying to stay out of it, but
I'm just saying,
there it is. Pops, Detroit sweeping Chicago. All right.
I'm just saying, Detroit is worse than everybody except the Bears. Detroit worse than everybody but the Bears. It's the truth. It's the truth. All right. So anyway, like I said, I'm not going to entertain some of the stuff that dude from Chicago says. It's just because it's ridiculous what he says. It's just like it's just so ridiculous. Sometimes you can just say ridiculous stuff, and it just makes no sense. Like, what's ridiculous when someone says all cars need to be electric. We need to go electric right now. That's ridiculous. It's because it's impossible. It's impossible. There's not enough place to charge the cars.
Not only that, just real quickly on that, here's the thing. The economy would shut down unless it was done in a very strategic fashion. We have to continue to burn fossil fuel for a little while longer.
We're not going to get in that, but I'm just trying to say this is some things that you say just aren't going to happen because you say that.
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, just because you say you can't manifest that. You can't manifest those very...
predictions can be made, and like anything, football, same thing.
That's prediction. That's insanity.
Detroit versus everybody.
That was the real DB.
That son of a biscuit.
Love you, Rondo.
John, you got a fan anyway. Well, not a fan, but a man who does believe in your unit. And
I am an ex-Detroiter. I was born and raised in Detroit, so I grew up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. From K through 12, baby, I was there. Trust me. I've been shot at. I've been held up at gunpoint. I've been doing many things in Detroit. Detroit's a hardcore place. And we've had a sucky team.
Yeah, when you consider the fact that it was once considered the murder capital of the world, of course. My God.
But what's even crazier, did you know that at one point in time, Detroit was the richest city on the planet?
Well, yeah. I mean, when they invented the car, of course.
Yeah. And they just finagled it, just destroyed it. Anyway, getting away from Detroit, Detroit is always going to have a culture issue, although I think their current coach is good for their culture. I think that if he can stay in place for a while and just get them to improve on their team over and over again, and more important, just focus on smacking Aaron Rodgers in the mouth. No one does that. Why don't people do that? If you're in a division with a great quarterback,
they try to. You know what? He doesn't have Devontae. Pop, I'm going to go out on a limb right now. Rodgers sees the dirt this year more than he has in a long time. He's got some receivers out there, but I still don't understand. We had this subject yesterday. They're ranked number 5 as far as roster goes. We're ranked number 13. Pop, we're like 8 places worse than the Packers roster. I kept looking at that. What?
Well, it doesn't matter what people rate and what they say about roster. The 49ers are a bad matchup and a bad day for any football team in the NFL because they're the most physical football team. And I think ultimately when it comes to the Pro Bowl, I think that Brindle will be in the Pro Bowl this year. I think Talanoa Hufanga will be in the Pro Bowl for special teams and safety. He's going to have at least 5 or 6 turnovers. He is. I'm just telling you, the dude's a playmaker. I hate people. He's not athletic. He made an NFL team. How can you be not athletic and make the NFL team? It doesn't make sense with the shit people say, Ronbo. It does not make sense. It's like saying, when someone, Jimmy Garoppolo, he's going to be the quarterback because he's still on the roster. This is his team. Blah, blah, blah. It don't make sense.
Bob, we got to pull up. But listen, Sunday bookmark. I love where you were going with this. It's hysterical, but
people just say crazy shit, man. It's like Trump has just warped everybody's mind.
Listen, Pop, it's sports, football, and at sports, I mean politics and religion. You're never going to get civil conversation for any length of time. That's just the way it is.
Because the truth doesn't exist. anymore. We're in this fantasy conspiracy world now. There's like people just because they say it or they heard it on Twitter, they think it's true. People are. God,
thought it was
Ronbo.
myself. We gotta go, Pop. Let me see you Sunday, all right?
I'm upset.
I can see that.
You know, I might be able to call. I'm so upset. I might have to get myself admitted to the hospital. I'm upset right now. 31 points against our defense. Just the crazy crap that make America great again. That's just crazy. People are saying some crazy shit.
Pop.
What the? Oh, there was no insurrection. They were just tourists.
Pop.
That's crazy.
Production's getting ready to go ahead and say goodbye.
No,
I'm going to say goodbye before they cut you off. Pop, I'll see you Sunday. Happy 4th of July. There it goes. You got to. Cops going to have to be relieved. I see the Big Show says Trey will not make the Pro Bowl. Jimmy G will. He's our starter for 2022. Happy birthday, Ronbo. Jimmy G, king of the NFC. All hail the king. He said, Big Show, thanks for the contribution. He took a page out of Niner by Nature's book of the king crowning. Yo, hey, Naj. Look what you guys did. You guys knocked Naj out. Naj. Awesome. Don Bird, did you know that Michael said he would marry his own cousin? This is nasty stuff in here.
Yo.
Is it, who's that? Is it? Yo. Emilio. Emilio.
What's up? Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Does Emilio's doing the Stevie Wonder version? Emilio, thanks. Emilio, man. So tonight we're looking at the potential first-time Pro Bowlers, and is there any way you could escape to a spot? Well, yeah. Ayuk's on fire. You know what? That's got to be one of the things that's said out by, especially in Levi's. Maybe in other cities too, because we got fans everywhere. We got them even in Chicago and Detroit. Yes.
I don't even want to start with anyone else. Something wrong with Don Bird here, dude. The last time the Bears were even good is when Singletary was playing for them. Oh, that was when I was born. When I was born in 84, they won a Super Bowl in 85. So it's been good.
Hey, that's right. Okay, see, Chicago can say they got one Super Bowl.
Yeah, they can. Not many other teams can.
Detroit. You know how many teams?
They had one hell of a team. They had Walter Payton. They had the refrigerator. They had one hell of a team. And they had what was it made that time? The Bears Shuffle.
You know what? But you know how many teams haven't won a Super Bowl? That number's huge, ain't it? There's a lot.
It's a whole bunch of them. You can go with the Cardinals. You know, it's a few teams that won one. The Lions have never won one. Haven't even been to a championship game.
The Cardinals in our division.
Yeah, I said the Cardinals. Yeah, like I said, that's a few teams.
The Eagles have won. So Washington's won. Actually, what's funny? The NFL least everybody has at least won a Super Bowl.
You used to kind of want that. The Eagles never won. It's a whole bunch of teams.
Yeah, that division used to dominate, actually. Back Washington, Dallas, Eagles. Who's the fourth team?
Dallas, Eagles.
Giants. The Giants in that division,
yeah,
right?
Actually, you can actually say, I think you can actually say that's the only division where everything is one. I think. Literally.
Yeah.
I think that is the only. On top of my head, I think that's the only division you can say where everything is one. Everything in that division is one.
At least two.
I'm going on top of my head.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Eagles just won theirs not too long ago.
Yeah, and they won before that too, right? Well, that's right. You're right. They won just recently too.
No, that was the only one.
That's
And it's
right.
just like, you can actually, I think that's the only division you can say. Every team in that division
Has won once.
On top of my head on me. So
Yeah.
Arizona was close. Arizona was close with Kurt Warner. But, other than that, yeah.
Well, you know, we're looking at, like, who do we think on this roster that's never been to a Pro Bowl is going to finally make it to the Pro Bowl this year? Who do you like?
Ayuk and Hufanga. I think so. Yeah, for me, that's just that one on defense, one on offense. For me.
If you go 1-1, yeah, okay. Who you got on defense then?
Hufanga.
Yeah, he's going to be the people's champion. I can see right now. He's such a lovable guy. You see him doing interviews. He's a personality that you just drawn to, right? And he plays good football.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
That's
Pop
what I made
says.
sure I got a jersey last. That's what I made sure I got a jersey last year.
Oh, you guys jersey already? Yeah, Hufanga's going to be. Yeah, he's going to be around for a while. Because he's already said the game is moving slower for him this year than it was last year. And expected by a rookie, things are going to move a little faster than they did at SC. So, you know.
They always do. It's always
he
do.
gets
The
comfortable
second
now.
year, third year. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say Ayuk, because it's his third year.
Yeah.
He should be a quarterback. So he
Yeah.
should be able to pull it off.
He was starting to feel it last year. Yeah, he gets it.
Yeah, I mean, at the end, near the end, he did. I think he should have a good breakout year. Yeah, for him to break out.
Wouldn't it be funny, though, if Danny Gray, the new 4-3 man, made a statement this year?
Oh, hey, it can happen. We've seen it before.
Yeah.
We've seen rookies go to the Pro Bowl. That's not a mindset. It's not happening this year. And that'd be great, too. If that happens, that'd be awesome. I'd be all for it. Why not? But I'm not really expecting that too much. Like I said, it happens, it happens. Just my two. Like I said, it's just I do feel too fun.
Yeah.
Just because they've been on the team already, the game is a lot slower. So they're paying more attention. That's just for me. I mean,
So
we got a
interesting.
few others that look more potential that could go. But as of now, I'm just looking at that. It's just two players I really like, one on each side. It's just two players that I like.
And it makes it easier. Yeah, because we got.
You can break it down and look at more like, okay, this. I just put it like this as of now. There's two favorite players as of now, unless something else changes. But so far, just two players.
Oh yeah, we'll revisit this. Midway through the season, we can start making. How soon do they pick They don't pick the Pro Bowl until the last few weeks, right? Last 6 weeks or so.
I think it's just kind of mid-season before they start that.
Mid-season, yeah. So we'll know between the first week and the seventh week as to who's got what it takes to be a Pro Bowler. I got a feeling we may have way more than we even know about because that defense is going to send a lot of people. I don't know who on offense because who knows? Terrion Davis-Price, that boy may be as bad as he's advertised. And what if Elijah Mitchell can stop being hurt? Oh man, ain't no telling how good he may be.
No, I forgot who I was listening to. Somebody or something I read that said it's potential. He might have a breakout year. He might be a Pro Bowler too. So, you know, looking at Mitchell. So that might happen. So it's just like I said, there's a few we got out there. You know, we got a few players. You can look at Ken Long. And having these moments with Frank Cohen, I'm gonna show you what I'm about. You know, you're talking about your BS and whatnot. So you never know. But it's just,
he's inspired. I know that. He's coming in this season ready
pretty
to ball.
much like I said, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I feel sorry for the first team we play, Chicago, because now you got a big man like that looking to make a statement. The people in Chicago, you know, when they got Javon Kinlaw coming at him. I mean, can you see Javon coming through there now? Oh, my
the
God.
little baby cubs.
Yeah.
I love being at that game last year. That was one hell of a game. That was fun.
That it was.
Oh, I forgot to mention it. Last year. I mean, yesterday. I'm going to the Broncos game. I'm heading to 50 yesterday. I got my
The Broncos?
I'm heading to Denver this year.
All right.
I'm heading to Denver.
All right. That should be a good game, too, because the Broncos are going to be tough.
And it's Sunday night.
Oh.
And it's Sunday night.
I know that's going to be
One
good.
hell of a game.
God, Russell Wilson. Go beat him up. I mean, we got to go. I'll be looking for you Sunday.
All right.
All right, Bill.
Yeah, I try to see what's up and going on. But yeah, man. Happy birthday to you. Wish you many more, man.
Thanks, Emilio.
Yeah. All right. You have a good night.
You too. Night, Bill. And as we move on, we move up to Ellis, the man who does imitations so well that Don Burr has to be impressed. Ellis.
Detroit's worth a heavy potty.
Woo! Oh,
Do what you want with that one.
leave it alone. It was heard.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, you know, sitting back here enjoying the evening with the
They
Rams.
did get Hutchinson and Jameson Williams on the draft, right?
Yeah, you know what? We're going to stop laughing at Detroit as hard as usual, though, this year.
Yeah.
That offensive line is not a joke.
Penei Sewell. Yeah, Penei Sewell.
And they already had
Sewell,
Penei, and he's got a year in. They picked up. They're building that team now intelligently. You get your lines, defense and offensive lines. Didn't they pick up a good defensive lineman too? One of the best rushers in this draft, I think.
Hutchinson.
Yeah.
I forgot his first name, but yeah,
The hell they get-
the Hutchinson guy from
See?
Michigan, if I'm not mistaken. He's a beast.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. I believe
No, you're
that's
not.
where he went.
I knew about him. I don't follow college football that well, but I noticed he's on the marquee list of players coming off the edge. And you know how it is. You edge rusher, quarterback. Well, in a list of importance, the quarterback, edge rusher.
Yeah.
I believe. I'm not sure what the third one is, but I know that edge rusher and quarterback are like 1-2. It's kill the quarterback.
Yeah, I expect them
Quarterback's
and
gonna
the
be
Jets to be doing a little better. I expect them and the Jets to be much better.
So if we had to make a position, you and me right now, do we go ahead and say that between Detroit and Chicago, because Pop already committed. Was that Pop who committed? Already said that Detroit was going to beat the brakes off of Chicago?
I don't know. I didn't get a chance to hear that, but
Yeah,
but
Pop-
I'd second that because I mean, who's had a better draft the last 2-3 years? Whoever's had the best draft, more than likely is going to be the better team. And from what I've been seeing, I mean, the Bears can play. They're kind of finicky, but Detroit was. They're progressing, and they got some good wide receivers. They got Amon-Ra St. Brown from USC and a few other guys over there.
Mm-hmm.
And then with the acquisition of James Williams, I mean, I expect them to be much better. So,
and
so that'd be-
Jared
that'd be
Goff had a
good
lot
for
of
them.
drops last year too.
They can burn the trash bags for a year. That would be good.
Yeah.
I mean, the brown paper bags. Get rid of those for a while, maybe.
So there it is. There's two. I'm trying to stay out of it, but I'm leaning. I'm being talked into this, Michael. I got a feeling Detroit's going to be a little rough for you this year. But anyway, let's go ahead and Alice, who do you think is going to be emerging from people who've not been to the Pro Bowl as so far as the 49ers go? Who do you think is going to maybe step into that spotlight this year?
Oh, man. I definitely, because he hasn't, and he's been, working, busting his ass and was deserved of it even last year. I expect Jimmy Ward to be one.
He was an alternate this last year.
Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
But alternate's not. For him,
he didn't get chosen.
He needs to get that selection for sure. He's deserved of it. So I say Jimmy, and then. Man, offensively, Debo's already, got his. You picked some really good selections. I would probably say, Brandon Ayuk as well. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of, I would have to concur with what I've seen that you had lined up there. And then defensively, also though, Nick Bosa
I think that from him getting snubbed, I think he's gonna come. I'm hoping that he's still energized from that. I know it's not nothing that that counts him out of what it is that he knows he's doing, what he's done, how effective he is, the amount of pressures and everything that he knows he's capable of, and he was able to actually execute this past season. But because of the conversation, he wasn't even. You know what I mean?
He was just completely overlooked. No accolades. Well, he made the Pro Bowl, but he should have been an All-Pro. And like you're saying, Nick has got a fire burning in him. He's just not allowed. Damn it, to me like he's not one of those guys. So he's going to come in quietly and hurt somebody. I look for 14 sacks minimum from Nick. Wait a minute, how many did he get last year? Didn't he get 14 to 15?
You got me on that one. I don't know. I know it was 12 or more. I know it had to have been 12 or more, less than.
So
there was somebody who actually got the nod that didn't even have as many sacks as he did, who had half the sacks that he did. I think that made second team or made the first team. I can't remember who it was. It wasn't somebody from the Raiders, or it was somebody who's not better than Nick Bosa.
Raiders.
That
dude
who didn't.
He's good, but I don't know if I can rate him.
Not Nassib, but the other guy. Was it Crosby?
Yeah, Crosby. What's Crosby? You know what? Crosby. I had this argument with some Raider fans. It's Crosby. I think Nick all around is a little better than Crosby. Crosby's a bad dude. I ain't gonna lie, but I still think Nick has got an edge on him.
Crosby's not getting triple teamed and getting He doesn't have people putting their hands into his shoulder pads and holding him the whole entire time.
Yeah.
From the neck area, every damn play, every other play.
Are the Raiders playing 4-3 base or 3-4?
If I watched him or gave a shit about him, I probably know. But I honestly
don't know what though? I think that makes a difference. No, because J.J. Watt is coming off is in a 3-4, and he comes off that edge untouched a lot.
He does.
I wonder what Nick would look like coming out of a 3-4. Anyway, he'll get his this year. But yeah,
maybe I don't know. Maybe Eric Armstead. Maybe Eric Armstead can come and do it.
and get voted by the fans to do it because it's a popularity thing too. Eric, it's his time.
Yeah, Armstead needs one. You know what I mean? And he's been progressing. I know we were giving him a little bit of a hard time for a while, and he was just getting a hard time overall in certain areas and stuff like that because he wasn't really, things weren't materializing the way that they should, especially for a guy that huge. But he's been working hard. He's been getting better, and he's a big guy. He has to get double teamed all the damn time and stuff like that. And his technique is getting better. He's still working with DeForest in the off season and stuff. Yeah. So I expect to see a lot of good things coming out of Eric Armstead as well in the D line, honestly.
And he should be too, because he's a team leader out there. Well, else we're gonna go. I'm gonna look for you on Sunday. Is squad doing all right?
Oh yeah. They're ain't here. I got Amaya and Z here.
All right.
Josh is gone and E's gone, but we here. So when's your birthday, fam?
That was today, July 1st.
It was today. It is today.
Yeah, it is today.
Well, I got it. Since you do it for all of us, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. I'm gonna do the honors, and I'm gonna do a little song for you this evening. You don't mind?
Go right ahead. I love it.
Happy birthday, Ronbo. Happy birthday, my one and only Ronbo. Happy birthday, the great Ronbo. Happy birthday to you. I couldn't do the yelling, man, because I feel like I have a stroke or something. I mean, you got vocals, man. You got they need to sign you to a deal or something, man. You got some wind, my brother.
You got to practice that in the shower anyway. Where you're sitting right now, it may not be advisable because if there's any people around, they'll be wondering what's wrong with you.
yeah. The neighbors will be outside. The lights will come on, and so I was trying to be discreet as possible. But yeah, man.
Thanks,
Ronbo,
I love it.
You always giving the birthday shout-outs, man. So I was like, let me go ahead. I'm not gonna be bashful. I'm gonna get on here and act a fool and wish you a happy birthday, man. I don't mind singing to the family, man. You know what I'm saying? You do it for all of us. So appreciate
we'll
you.
continue.
And, shout out to your family. Happy birthday.
Thanks, Ellis.
Have a blessed weekend. You know what I mean? Stay on time with you. We love you, man.
Thanks, fam. Back at you. You know this. I look for you Sunday. All right.
All right, fam.
There goes Ellis. Hey, Clarence.
Hey, Ronbo, what's going on, bro?
Hey, thank you. Who's that? It was me.
It's Amaya.
It's Amaya. Hi, Amaya. Thanks, Amaya.
You're welcome. I just wanted to wish you happy birthday.
And I appreciate that too, Amaya. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
You too. Thank you.
Yeah, isn't she adorable?
Happy birthday, Ronbo.
That's got to be Jay.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you so much.
It's
You have a great
Jamani.
weekend too. All right. Jamani, right? Zamani. I had this all written down too. Thanks, Zamani. Appreciate that. All right. Bye-bye.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, fam. Peace.
All right, Ellis. Peace out, fam. Hey, Clarence.
Hey, Ronbo, what's going on, man? Happy birthday.
Oh, thanks, Clarence. Yeah, we're celebrating birthday today. I was actually not going to mention it. I didn't. Somebody came in and told off on that because, I didn't want it to be about me. I never am. But, I do appreciate the birthday greetings. I really do. It's been fun.
No doubt. I was going to sing for you, too, but Ellis beat me to it, so I guess I can't sing no more.
It's okay. But Clarence,
I will at the end. I may still do that. But
all right,
anyway,
I'm ready for that. Go ahead.
I see we talking about the first time Pro Bowlers.
Yes.
Okay. I know everybody's mentioned Hufanga. Like I said, he can be a Pro Bowler just on special teams. Let alone
right now it's neck and neck Hufanga and Ayuk seem to be getting the most mentions so far.
Yeah, I would agree. Ayuk, he's primed to have a good season.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, if Ayuk has a good season, if Debo has a good season, if all our guys have a good season, guess what that means?
That means
then Trey had a good season too.
Oh man!
So and
that means
playoffs. He could very well be a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, true. By the talent he has and the weapons he has used, because quarterbacks. A lot of people don't understand that. They think it's all about the quarterback, but a quarterback is usually as good as his weaponry is. And that's why Devontae Adams leaving Green Bay is going to be interesting to see how good Aaron Rodgers really is with Lazard and some of those other guys he's still got left. And he picked up the new kid that everybody wanted from Dakota. Yeah.
The only one that, bucked that trend is Tom Brady, because he really hasn't had any receivers in his first few Super Bowls. But then again, we know that's all about Belichick defense's first four, probably.
But you know what? He had Edelman. There was something going on between Tom and Edelman that was unreal. Julian could get open all game long. It's like there was nothing anybody can do about it.
Slot receiver. Yeah. But I would say Ayuk, Hufanga. Lance, like I said, if everybody has a good year. But let me think about this for a half a second, as far as, because nobody's mentioned anybody on the O line, and so
somebody did. Mike McGlinchey's been mentioned. He hasn't been in the whole Pro Bowl yet.
I'm gonna say let's just say that McGlinchey's back to his better form. He's totally recovered from the injury. In his run, because his run scores are
His
always
run
been
blocking
good.
is just He's at. In fact,
Yeah,
he's
that's always
rated
been elite.
as the best in the NFL when he's on. But Glenn will escort a guy all the way down the field, and we've seen that. So.
Yeah, like it's like it's funny as as the off season goes along, and all the pundits, NFL Network, yada yada, everybody else, how they're just just nitpicking every little piece. Oh, what's this? It's like who's to be the best, wide receiver trio and just like that. It's like I across the board, I can see everybody's sleeping on the Niners. There's no mention. There's no, hey, I think they're going to be this or that or whatever.
Clarence,
that ranked guy.
There's been one insult.
9 and 8.
Yeah, you're right. and also, our roster is rated as no better than number 13 out of all the NFL teams. Our roster is, as far as the personnel goes, we're as good as 13, and that's it. That's just really
okay.
Really.
If we're as only good as 13, how did we make it to the NFC Championship last year?
And maybe we've added more pieces this year than we had last year. So, that's pretty wild. I don't know. I just look at our roster. We might be seeing through red and gold glasses, but still, come on. I look at other rosters.
We are, but the other thing is they just haven't realized yet that we've always had a good solid running game. We've always had a good yak bros and things like that. We've always had we've always had an excellent defense.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that we added this year that I don't know if these folks the pundits realize it. We've added speed to the roster this year. We've added speed
just
to
a
the
secondary
roster,
alone.
which we didn't really have. Yeah. Mr. Danny Gray. I hope he takes one to the house.
When you say speed, I was talking about even defensively. We've had antidotes for other teams' speed.
Yeah,
I'll put Ambry Thomas out there against any wide receiver that thinks he's going to do a fly route. If he thinks he's going to get away, he's got a surprise coming. I can't wait. I'd love to see Ambry and Danny Gray in practice. That's got to be something. Boy, that needs to be paid for. I want to watch that.
Good stuff. That's going to be some good stuff.
God.
But yeah, everybody's sleeping on us, and that's completely fine. Go ahead and sleep. When like I said, we're talking about Pro Bowl right now, but like I said, none of these guys are going to go to the Pro Bowl because we're going to the Super Bowl, right?
Yep, that's what I say. They can be listed. It's an honorary thing.
Good time.
But we're working out for the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. They'll make the Pro Bowl, but they ain't going to the game.
Just put your name on the list. 2022, 13 49ers were Pro Bowlers. You remember Harbaugh when Harbaugh sent damn near the entire team to the Pro Bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at this. That army of 49ers on the Pro Bowl team. Oh. So.
Right. Exactly. It's like we had our own team.
Of all stars.
Just a team of 49ers aren't just there. All right.
Like, hey, Clarence.
49ers against everybody else.
like the Rams try to do. That's what the Rams are trying to build. They're trying to keep a Pro Bowl team on the field at all times. They almost pulled it off last year, but the linebackers are pretty weak. They've tried to fix that this year by getting Bobby Wagner. But
Wagner, yeah. They're trying to buy. They're trying to not say buy another one, but they're trying to buy another bowl if they can.
Yeah.
Like I said, they found some sort of if you want to call it a loophole, I guess, on how to kind of sort of do it. But eventually, it's gonna bite them. We just have to do it right.
Yeah, you can't have zero. You can't get to the point where you have no draft picks. So you can have one or two. Right. I think the Rams have one or two now. They may, but the thing is, you don't have any top draft picks every year for year after year. It's going to catch up with you at some point. And if you're not winning Super Bowls every year, it wasn't worth it. And they've won one since they've been doing this.
Right, and then the other thing is, it's all injuries. You can't.
Yeah, top heavy. You can't afford anybody to get hurt. Right. Yeah.
Right.
your good people get hurt, you don't have a per se a quality backup, I guess, if you wanted to look at it that way. But we're not them, or we're not them.
But
We're not going to
they,
be them.
What they did do, which shocked me, and I'm still pissed off about it, but I didn't want them to know it. But when they went and got OBJ after what's his name went down to injury, I said, you know what? How in the hell was he available?
Right.
Where did they get the money to pay him?
Just happened to be available, and just happened to my ankle is better now, or whatever injury that he had. My ankle hurts. Oh, you want to sign me where? I'm good now.
The Raiders used to do that back in the day. They had more disgruntled players, also undesirables. It's really funny. Maybe that's what the Rams are trying to do. I don't know. But anyway.
Like I said, either way, like I said, I can't wait for the season to start.
And we got a few weeks to go. But Clarence, you better go.
Got about a month to go before we see some games. And, we're cheer everything. But remember back in the day, Ronbo, when we were kids and the team wasn't, the team was like in wherever they were, like Rockland, back in way back in the day.
Yeah,
right?
Okay.
With there's no social media, you didn't hear anything about the team, about anything, whether it's like an injury or
social media came in and started poisoning everybody's mind. There's only newspapers and talk around barbershops.
Right.
But anyway.
Right, exactly. And it's like you always have to wait till like Sunday to play versus one of these things now. It's like with social media, you hear every little piece about every piece of the team.
It's insane.
Sometimes you wish you could just shut it off.
And you have to. Clarence, we got to go. I'll see you Sunday, though.
Hey.
Okay?
All right, my man. Well, happy birthday to you. You're what now? 30?
20,
is that what it
21.
is? 30?
Yeah.
21?
21, yeah.
So
I can go drink.
so
I can
like
get into bars now.
So you're like me, 21 plus 30.
and they just keep adding those up every year. Keep repeating that or go backwards.
I'm 21 still. All right, man. Well, God bless you. Be safe.
Fam.
Enjoy your birthday. Enjoy the holiday weekend.
Take care. Looking forward to it. You too. Night, Clarence.
All right, man. Have a best.
You too. Hey, and the Lars just wrote in. Let me see. Michael Big Show says I'm going out on a limb and nominate Drake Jackson, a rookie to the Pro Bowl in 2022 with Nick and Kasurik. He's going to flourish. I can't wait. We got some players that I can't wait to see what they look like. And let's go check out. Hey, Brian.
To all fans of the 49ers, and on the special day of Rombo's birthday, the Lost, know your role and shut your mouth. Rombo, what's up with your birthday, boy?
Hey, Brian, man, just kicking back and enjoying football after all day of overeating and trying to eat an entire pizza. All by myself.
Okay.
Of course, I bring that on myself. People would like to have some. I just keep eating. Ooh, I love me some pizza. But otherwise, Brian, how you doing today, too?
I'm doing good, Ronbo. I'm doing good, man. Took me a while to get on. That must be your birthday today, boy. It took me a while. Any other time I get on like within a minute. I just dial in and I just hit a minute. Now I got to wait in line like the wait in line like food stamp.
Especially this time of year. There's nothing to talk about with football. We just have to get together to talk about something because it's hard not to talk about the 49ers. There's always something to talk about anyway, though, when you think about it.
Yeah.
So now we're looking at some of the guys that have never been to a Pro Bowl. Could this be their year? And who are they?
Well, Ronbo, I got a short list. Yeah. Would you care to hear it?
I'd love to.
Okay. All right. So unlike Tony from Hawaii, I don't have 9. I got 7.
That's pretty close.
All right. So here they are. All right. I'm going to start from 7 and then go up.
Okay.
All right. My 7th choice, and this is probably a dark horse, Jawan Jennings.
Yeah, I like that. Just for the intrigue that it
Jawan
brings.
Jennings, I think he's going to be very vital this year, being in that slot. I think this could be, he could really turn the team around, make them, help them keep them a contender. All right. So number 6, I got Javon Kinlaw. Kinlaw, fresh off of the, what's his guy's name? What's the guy's name he got into it with?
Fresh off the Grant Cohn conversation? Yeah.
The Grant Cohn, yeah. So this gonna treat this as a prove it year. This is a prove it year, Ronbo. So he's got some incentive. He got some incentive. So he got to put some respect on his name.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the next, the number 5, I got Dre Greenlaw. Greenlaw, I think he's due. He's due this. He's due this year. Matter of fact, Ronbo, I'm gonna go and say it. I think we got the best 3 set of linebackers in the league.
Oh, a lot of people agree. Even outside of the 49ers boundaries.
Ronbo.
Yeah.
You remember back in the day when the whole 49ers secondary went to the Pro Bowl?
Oh, yeah.
They made all pros, and they was running lots of rookie of the year and all that. Dwight Hicks, all those guys.
Yeah. And
Dwight
and the hot licks. Yeah.
Right, yeah. So I think we could have a year like this where all 3 of our linebackers can go to the Pro Bowl.
And you got 2 of them that are battling to stay. I don't know if the 49ers are going to try to maintain both of them next year, but it's already been speculated that between Alshar and Greenlaw, one of them is going to win that job for the years to come, and the other one's going to be let go.
Yeah.
But whichever one leaves, that's going to be bad because they're going right to the Hawks.
Right. Number 4, I got Eric Armstead. He can play inside. He can play pretty much any position up and down that line, which makes him very versatile and very valuable.
Mm-hmm.
I think this year this is going to be a breakthrough year for him. He's going to be he's a vital part. He's going to be a vital part. And number 3, I got Azir. Azir. What's his name? How you pronounce his name again? Azir.
Are you Alshar?
The other linebacker.
Oh yeah,
Alshar,
Aziz. Aziz Alshar.
Yeah. Aziz Ashar, he like Javon Kinlaw has got something to prove. I think he's gonna be looking for he's on another, if not this year, after this year, he's gonna be looking for the bag.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be on the next individual be looking for the bag. So don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. When Fred went down, he was injured. He held that linebacker group down.
Didn't he? He was
did a
Mike.
damn good job.
Boy, yeah.
Right. He was on Mike mode for real. All right. Number 2, everybody's picked Brandon Ayuk. I think Brandon Ayuk. I think this is the year. This will be his coming out year.
Mm.
He's breaking in. They're breaking in a new quarterback with Trey Lance or whatever. I think that, he got some scores to settle with himself. So I think this is going to be a year.
Mm-hmm.
And number 1, Ronbo, is Jimmy Ward. Jimmy Ward would be the grandfather back there in the secondary.
Mm.
So he is the lead guy. Okay. Now that what's his name? He's I guess he's not coming back.
Kwaski T. Yeah.
Kwaski T is not coming back. So Jimmy's the old man. He's the old man in the secondary.
Yeah. And I'm glad he's back there because he's got some guys in front of him and all around him that, including Tavares Moore, that need his leadership. Yeah. That's going to be a good thing.
Yeah. So I'd say those guys. I would say those 7. So I picked 7. I choose 7 because 7 is the number of completion. So I figure those are the 7. And an honorable mention, I would say, I got one honorable mention, and that's Ufanga. Ufanga, whatever his name.
Everybody loves Ufanga. Yeah. He's been mentioned a lot tonight.
I can see him. I can see him sneaking in the Pro Bowl as a secondary piece. I mean, as not a secondary, but as a special teams piece.
Special teams. And somebody
Yeah.
gave him two possibilities. And special teams was one of them. And of course, I guess what was the other one? I guess it's also a safety, a strong safety.
Yeah.
But yeah, and they do pick out special teams players too. I think we've got one in Odom as well. So
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
can you imagine?
But those are
Hufanga
my
is definitely Pro Bowl material.
Rumble.
And got Odom too.
But those are
George.
Yeah. But those are my top 7 for those guys for making the first season Pro Bowl picks.
I like your list. It makes all the sense in the world to me.
Yeah.
And Brian, we're gonna go. I'll tell you what, it's a good choice. I love the way you elaborated on it too. And be back
Right.
Sunday.
Yeah. All right then, Ronbo. Enjoy your birthday. Once
Thanks,
again,
man.
as always, shout out to the 49er Empire. Shout out to you, and shout out to production. The law is out.
Thanks, man. Night, Brian.
All right, Ronbo. See you Sunday.
Looking forward to it. And there's Bryant of the famous Culps. Bryant.
Hey, Ronbo. It's Tony.
It's Tony, not Bryant. Well, hi, Tony. How you doing?
Hey, well, most importantly, I didn't get to go and serenade with Bryant and Lily when they were singing to you earlier today. I was at work, but I wanted to wish you a very happy birthday. And, I can't sing as great as Stevie Wonder, but happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy 21st birthday, Ronbo.
There it is, Tony. I thought that was as good as Stevie. I'll tell him that. Thank you, Tony. So delighted. I haven't talked to you in such a long time, and you made this the time that you wanted to call in and say hi. I love it. Thank you.
And, okay, so my player that I think I would see in the Pro Bowl, I'm just going to say it, Robbie Gould. Robbie Gould.
Wait a minute. Robbie has come close on a couple of occasions, but you're right. I don't think he's ever made the Pro Bowl. Has he?
Kickers win championships.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Kickers win championships.
That's Tom Brady.
Robbie G, he's been there through a lot with 49ers, and I believe that man deserves him a little spot on that Pro Bowl.
Remember, because the Rams kicker beat him out a couple of years ago. What was that guy's name? And I could not understand how in the world Robbie was. I mean, he was brilliant that year, but the Rams kicker beat him out. I said, my God, did he do better than Robbie? But
Robbie has his moments where he misses those kicks where you're just kind of like, seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously.
I know.
So,
and we don't win.
But maybe that's why he hasn't made it yet. But I would like to see him there.
Yeah,
Just my opinion. And, with opinions, I like the show, Ronbo. I'll keep it very short. I just want to say I appreciate being able to listen because everybody does. Most of the people that are on here are like, people who agree to disagree. It's like not very many people get
we do that a lot.
overreactive. I mean, some people get overreactive. It's fine. We're all emotional, but it's nice to remember.
You're not spotlighting Mike.
Disagree.
You're not spotlighting Niner Mike, are you?
Oh, no.
He's not here now to protect himself.
Honestly,
take shots at him.
It could be a lot of people. It happens in our everyday life. It's
does.
like some people they just want to demand their opinion on you, and you have a fair opinion about the same situation too, and you shouldn't be cut short for your opinion on the same situation if everybody can have an opinion about it. But you know what they say about opinions? Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one.
I didn't know you were going to say it. Tony went right out and said it. I love it.
Happy birthday, Ronbo. I hope you have a great rest of your night. And go Niners. I'm ready for some football.
You and me both. Thank you so much, Tony. I love it.
Bye-bye.
You have a great night. All right. Bye, Tony. I can't even remember last time Tony and I talked. She's on the chat. I see her on Twitter. I see her all over social media. But she hasn't called in a long time. So that was nice. Hey, Levi. Levi.
Hey, Ronbo.
Levi. I've been summoning you. Levi, come on in, man. We're looking at Well, we're looking at the players that we believe that will be a part of, for the first time, the Pro Bowl. They'll be called. They won't be able to attend because we'll be too busy preparing for the SB 57. But then again, it's nice to be called as a first-timer. Can you imagine your first Pro Bowl? I'd be ecstatic. But
Yeah,
Levi,
it would be.
what are you thinking?
Hey, Rumble, first thing, I had to look up this because not only has Robbie Gold made a Pro Bowl, he made All-Pro first and second team.
Oh,
That
Robbie
was
has
like
been
when he was
in.
playing with the Bears.
He did, okay. I
Yeah,
was just saying,
he did
since
it
he's
with
been
the
with
Bears.
us,
He
got-
actually beyond Pro Bowl. He was a first team All Pro 1 year, and then he was a second team All Pro, and then obviously when he was All Pro first team, obviously he made Pro Bowl.
So Robbie's been awarded. And
So he knows
he did
how
it with
it
a
feels,
team.
but he had it as a 49er, so maybe
he's come close.
49er.
He lost the Rams kicker 3 seasons ago, I think it was. But and you know what that means, though, Levi? That means there was some good things going on in Chicago at some point in the last 15, 20 years.
Well, he played there for 10 years, so I mean.
He did. He was steady, too.
I think he missed a kick, and then, that kind of in the playoffs or something.
Remember that game that we beat the Bears in Chicago because of Robbie Miss? I think it was Jim Tom Sula's year. Anyway, I remember that year, and when we got Robbie a couple of years later, I said, oh, no. Because only I remember was him missing that field goal that would have beaten the 49ers. And then we got him on our team. So, oh, no. Little did I know.
Oh, well, he did it for
You
solid.
do want Robbie
Kind of gave him
Gold.
a solid pre-goal. I consider him on a solid. He knew he had a problem place for the point out. I might well miss his kick. Give myself a foot in the door or whatever.
And tell you something else, Levi. As cold as it is in Chicago to be a field goal kicker, and you lasted for 10 years, that's saying something about you. Because you know what? The ball does not act right in them refrigerator conditions. So that takes a lot of talent.
Well, moving on from that. I was trying to think of it, but I know our team is so good, and it kind of depends on so many factors. I mean, if I wanted to go with the obvious choices, the big name stars of the team, because they usually got the best chance. I mean, we'll go with the Eric Armstead, because I know he hasn't made it, and maybe Brandon Ayuk from the offensive end. I know he was practicing with Trey, and from what I heard from George Kittle, what people say about George Kittle, you get close to the quarterback, so when he get in a position, he's gonna likely throw it to him. And I think Brandon Ayuk might be a favorite target of his.
Yeah, they've been working out They've been working out pretty hard recently, so they should have each other's.
And if they can develop a connection, then he can be a go-to receiver, and then receiver at 12 to 14 yards. People put him in the Pro Bowl. Maybe he might even make the All-Pro. That's gonna be a long shot, but.
Well, his first year. He'll have time. He's only 21.
I know, but I'm kind of worried. I don't know how long we're gonna have Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah, because we can't have. You know what though? There's two $60 million receivers. I was reading that today, and I says, yeah, Tampa Bay. Mike and the other guy, the slot receiver, they got huge contracts. A lot of times, I think people don't understand it. When a team wants to keep people, they know how to do it. So we can keep Brandon Ayuk and Debo. There's no problem with that.
But
I really don't think
so.
so.
We gotta keep Brandon Ayuk, we got Debo, and then we got Nick Bosa. All people that's going max contract. Also, we got George Kittle with a max tight end contract. We got Fred Warner with a max linebacker contract. When you look at all of the aggregate talent, it's a little different in Tampa Bay. They might have had cap space when they were signing those people.
No, Tampa Bay had
before
no
they
cap.
start signing the big money. So
they've not had a cap in relief since I think the Obama administration. You know, because they didn't just now start signing people. They've just been losing because of other reasons. But they've had talent on that team for a little while. I think that's why Brady went over there.
yeah, and plus, they had that Jameis Winston. He was a rookie, so they said we had a rookie. You can afford all the
and see there's that
people, and then Tom Brady comes in. You've been the number one go-to. I'll save you some money and give you a top, worst case scenario, top 2, top 3 player quarterback all time.
And so that
you got that kind of cap savings, then probably afford,
though they do one thing. They do drop big money players on occasion. AB was over there playing for charity. JPP just left, so they are weeding out. And the Rams are doing something similar too. They let big name players go, and then they just bring some more in. So it's not like
swap them out.
Think. Yeah. So, well, Levi, we gonna go, and I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna look for you Sunday and come up with some more stuff to talk about.
One more thing, Ronbo. Extremely happy birthday and congratulations on another 49ers anniversary.
Thanks, fam. Appreciate it.
All right, man. See you next time.
All right, looking forward to it, Levi. Night, fam. Victor Ray says, people hate on Jimmy, but he won at least 2 games since he's been here without our best players. Random thought. No, Victor Ray, don't get me started on that, because you know what? This is the thing. The reason why I do love me some Jimmy, when he first came, he didn't have nothing as far as offensive weapons around it. He had Carlos Hyde, Trent Williams, Marquise Goodwin, and my favorite guy, Kendrick Bourne. But, they built that team for years, and we were still doing okay. So I'll salute him forever. Slacks, happy 49th birthday to you. Trey will get us 10-plus wins. We're going to have that, too. Or there's going to be those fans that are going to be all over this. We have to keep winning. That's why I feel bad for Trey. He has to keep winning. Hey, Charles. Charles. Is that fish sandwich, Charles? Well, Charles must have his mouth full. We'll get back to him. Oh, let him in here. The familia. It's Rudy.
Ronbo, how you doing, man?
Rudy, I'm doing okay, man. It's countdown to the season.
Happy birthday, man.
Rudy. Oh, yeah, movie camera.
Oh.
Yeah, move a little bit to your left.
To the left?
Yeah. See what that,
Should I
if
move
I'm right.
to the left? Oh,
No,
okay,
your
see,
camera.
okay.
Oh, yeah, or move to the right then. Okay, right there. Right there's good. Okay.
Right there. Okay, so Ronbo, I want to wish you a happy birthday, man.
Thanks,
God
Rudy.
bless you.
Thanks.
And so I'm going to go light on you today.
Please, Rudy, because you were really rough. You were really rough the other day, man. I couldn't believe it. I mean, good Lord.
Because God bless you, Ronbo, I don't understand how the Niners have any edge over us at all.
Yeah.
Because we're the returning Super Bowl champions, and arguably we have a better team than last year. But God bless you, Ronbo.
Rudy, amplifying that a little bit. Now, what makes your team better now than last year?
Okay, so people remember our team at the end of the year, right? We had OBJ, right?
Von Miller,
but they didn't come until the middle
Whitworth.
of the season. So we have Allen Robinson, who's a bigger Robert Woods, and he can go up and get the ball. Matter of fact, Michael Irvin calls him the only player that reminds him of himself, the playmaker. So, I mean, it's going to be a monster, and him and Cup are pushing himself in camp. Yeah. And then when it comes to Big Whit, Noteboom is a great replacement because he's been there before. He's played for Whit when he was injured. He's not as good as Whitworth, but then Whitworth is an aging veteran. So, but Big Whit has been in camp coaching up Logan Bruss, the big Wisconsin guard.
Are you serious? He's back in camp. He's helping out, is he?
He's a consultant, and the window is open. Remember how we got Whittle off the scrap heap because our secondary was hurting? If the time comes and we need a guy to be a backup on the linebacking core, don't be surprised if Big Whit's back with us for the playoff run. You know, so but also remember this, Rumble.
Not by nature did chime in though that Allen Robinson is usually a candidate that is going to be on the IR a lot.
Well, he's had a couple of injuries, but so has Big Whit. But Logan Brust, it wasn't even supposed to start this year, so he's coaching him up. He's a monster. He's the size of Whit. We'll see what happens, you know. But our offense is going to be much more explosive. Cam Akers is starting off in the beginning, you know.
Hold up, wait a minute, freeze.
Uh-oh.
Please, Ronbo. You know, first of all, happy birthday, Ronbo. I could not let this go by without calling.
The blasphemy interrupting the Super Bowl champion. You cannot interrupt the Super Bowl champions like that. You got to know your role.
Rudy,
you got to know your role.
Rudy,
ask me the question, but first start out with Super Bowl champ.
Oh no, I can't do that.
Okay, well then what question could you have?
Honestly, I just want you to answer this honestly. Every time we whooped y'all ass, you did not show your face for I don't know how long.
I was there, man. What are you talking about?
You advanced to the Super Bowl on one mistake by a player dropping an interception, and you stood up here gloating. Are you serious?
Listen, is that why they call you guys whiners? Is that why they call you guys
but Rudy,
whiners?
you got to admit, it wasn't a devastating beatdown.
Boo-hoo.
I mean,
check this out.
Check this out. I will be a gracious one. I will be like, hey, guys, we got parachute guys. We barely escaped. I will be gracious. But I would not sit here and act like you can beat the Niners when we done kicked your ass from one end to the other end and you wouldn't even show your face.
Well, first of all, let's visit that. Ronbo, God bless you. Let me educate this guy real quick. Put him back in his place, below us like it should be. The game before that, we were up 17-0. That's the Ram team that we should be. We let our foot off the gas pedal, and you guys came back and beat us in overtime. That's number one. Number two, we started out slow. We'd had injuries. Higbee got hurt in the NFC Championship game. Stop crying about Tart dropping the ball because Jalen Ramsey dropped 2 interceptions and Ben Schroenick dropped a touchdown in the end zone. So it could have got ugly for you guys. But a win is a win. So stop crying.
Yeah.
You know, the next that's why we call you stop crying. All right, so then there you go. No, but no, we don't have to be gracious. We deserve the win.
You went on and won the Super Bowl. But
okay, then let it be that.
Like you fucking came out and put a thrashing on the Niners to go ahead and win the Super Bowl. That didn't happen. And your sorry-ass quarterback, Matthew Stafford, showed up because
he's a Super Bowl champion.
We will be having a different
He's a Super Bowl champion.
We will be having a different narrative if Tart picked that ball up. You know,
I told you about what just happened. See, that's what I'm talking about. Rumble, that's what I'm talking about. I just explained to you that. Hold on. Rumble,
here's one thing.
I just explained to him that Jalen Ramsey dropped 2 interceptions. One of them was in the red zone.
That's a Pro Bowler. That's a Pro Bowler. Listen, by the way, Rudy, remember the 49ers were 3-5.
Yes,
and
it was a miracle they got to that far. You know,
well, listen, here's the thing.
Game schedule.
Actually, 3-5 when you guys came to town, and all of a sudden, now, Rudy, that was a country ass whooping that they put on the Rams that night.
And let's remember what happened.
See, when you walk with that kind of victory, then you can talk trash.
Let's revisit that too. I'm glad this comes up. You know, I got to have you guys on my show because that way I can enlighten everybody.
Let's
revisit what happened because Robert Woods got hurt 2 days before that Monday night game. OBJ just got off the plane. He didn't even know the plays yet. Von Miller was hurt more than we thought.
Listen,
so they were double teaming Kupp. Van Jefferson didn't do anything. Stafford made some mistakes. You guys beat us, but that's regular season. Are we talking about regular season games really? When you lost the big one,
I'm just saying that the thing is because people the Ram community believe that McVay is a better coach than Kyle Shanahan. You know, you've got a new wide receiver. Why are you trying to throw the ball downfield, knowing that that's suicide? And there are other ways that you should have been able to attack the 49ers, but you chose to play your regular style of football. Now, what I want to make the point is I don't want to hear about how much better McVay is a coach than Kyle Shanahan.
Well, of course, I wouldn't want to hear that either, but the proof is in the pudding. One guy's in his 6th year and still under 500. He's 3 games below 500, and he's lost every big game he's ever coached in. That's the facts. Nobody wants to believe it or not, that's the facts.
I can't even argue that, but I'm just saying.
If McVay was to, if we were to go 0-17 this year, McVay would still have a better record than Kyle.
Okay,
just remember that.
Rudy, but we got to go though. Okay.
See, Ronbo, my guy had to come in. I didn't even get to do my thing for you.
No,
the champ is here.
Rudy,
the champ is here. Like Ali.
Hey, okay.
God bless you, Ronbo. You're the Muhammad Ali of YouTubers. God bless you. And we hope we do this again, man. But God bless you. Have many more happy birthdays.
Thank you.
God bless you, Ronbo. See, my man got me all wound up now, and I had to educate him. But God bless you, Ronbo.
Good night, Rudy.
Okay, good night.
What would we do without Rudy and Marketing Pro? Let's go back and check on Charles. Hey, Charles! Charles. Oh, Clissard 49. You know what? I wish I could ask him that question, because the bottom line is, Rudy, legacies are what actually provide for bragging rights. You know about the championship situation in the Super Bowl era. Hey, Bethel.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
It's another Ronbo sports moment, which was always, they're usually entertaining. Rudy thinks he got us. You know, he got me that last line. If we went 0-17, I need to go do the math on that, because I find that a little, I think he just made that up. If they don't win another game this year, that means his record would still be better than Kyle's. It is likely possible, isn't it? But that's outrageous.
No, it's because I could tell you why his record would not be better than Kyle. Because first of all, his first year, we had the most injuries in the NFL. I think we had 18 injuries, and we still lost by 3 points a lot of the time. There was maybe 1 or 2 games that they did kind of beat us by a little bit more.
We were. I remember at the end of that run, we had lost by a total of less than 10 points. So
yeah, and not a lot of teams could do that. Not a lot of coaches could do that, especially with a bunch of injuries that we had.
And a lot of our players, and we were still trying to build that team. You know, Bethel, what's really interesting is how the Rams do avoid a numerous amount. They get injured, but they don't lose 5 and 6 frontline players. This is why the 49ers have built the team like they built it in the last few years, or 2 or 3 years. We got depth so that if somebody does go down, we're not going to be just turning all of a sudden to a glass of water. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this works out. If the Rams ever have to endure losses of frontline players being the top-heavy team that they are, Rudy will have to change his argument, because they are not going to be able to sustain that same level of play with 4 or 5 guys missing from that front line.
Yeah, and plus he did it a lot of his years in coaching. He did it by a lot of them were by a little bit, not that much.
Yeah.
And if we had not that much injured players, we would have won a lot of those games.
Yeah.
So that's the difference between a good coach and a bad coach. If he was a bad coach, he would not have lost by 3 points.
Yeah.
A lot of the games, a lot of close games.
But you know what? Bethel, unfortunately, in football, they say that you can't use that for an excuse. I've always argued that, though. I say, it's fine. You won the game. You beat a bunch of second stringers and guys that we picked up off the street. So, good for you. Don't think that you beat the real 49ers, because we went through that a lot,
Yeah. Yeah, so, there's, like basically they're beating a practice squad and barely even beating us with the practice squad. You know, and they cannot be proud of that. They cannot. You know, we could be proud of it because, you know, last Stringers, look how, you know, they did really good and they only lost by 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they just needed the key players to, you know, break out a little bit. That's the reason that we have the depth that we do.
Mm-hmm.
Backup, if anybody goes down,
Ready to go.
The next man will step up.
And he can actually step up.
Because he has that, yeah. You know, and not a lot of teams could do that either. So,
yeah, one thing we need to address too about Jalen Ramsey. If Jalen Ramsey's out there dropping passes, ain't nobody gonna excuse that. Kowalski T has never been to the Pro Bowl. Jalen Ramsey spends all his off seasons at the Pro Bowl. So using him for an excuse for dropping the ball, Rudy, I wouldn't even mention that. You know how much money you're paying Jalen Ramsey?
Another thing. If Jalen Ramsey supposedly is the number one best corner, he should have caught those.
Thank you.
If he's a sorry corner, then he don't catch them.
Yeah. So saying Jalen Ramsey
what,
missed
what
one or two, no, that's not acceptable. Jalen Ramsey's not supposed to miss a damn thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, at least, you know, we had Richard Sherman. He caught all his interceptions. It was amazing. It was a surprise if he didn't catch them. But
if Sherman's got his hands on it, that's game over. He's going to he's bringing it in.
Yeah. So, you know, that's another thing, you know. So, you know, I don't know why Rudy's making that excuse for his player if supposedly he's the number one corner.
Jalen Ramsey,
exactly. Getting paid a lot of money, he should have caught that. There should not be no excuses for him to not catch it.
It is not even a lot. Rudy, you get a flag for throwing that in the argument. You know, that's just that's terrible, Rudy. You know better too, don't you? You cannot. If Jalen Ramsey drops anything, you cannot use that for an excuse. It's unfortunate for you that your Pro Bowler messed up. You know, like the Super Bowl. You know, if Sherm doesn't get beat by Sammy Watkins, that's a different story.
And we don't make no excuses for him. Yeah. We call him out. We do all this. No excuses for him. So Jalen Ramsey should not have no excuses either.
Yeah, he didn't get any.
Yeah.
But anyway, Bethel, always fun. I'm gonna see you Sunday, and hopefully you got time.
All right, Ronbo, like always, great show.
Thanks.
And feliz cumpleaños, and best wishes to you.
Gracias. Thanks, Bethel. Talk to you. See you Sunday, fam.
All right, Ronbo. Great night. And let's go Niners.
All right. There he goes. Bethel. He removed that door that I loved, though, too. Hey, and Trez, one of the founding members of TNT, he's had his say tonight to Rudy. Apparently has some more to say. Trez!
TNT is in the building, bro.
You know? Because Rudy stepped off in here. And I don't know what he was doing.
Ronbo, just want to say happy birthday, man. May the Lord wish you many, many more.
Thanks, Trez.
And Rudy did get one thing right, Ronbo. He said, you're the Muhammad Ali of YouTube, and that's true. That's the only thing he said. He spoke out his mouth that was factual.
Thanks, Trez.
But outside of that, though, Ronbo, you know, look, man, I mean, I don't understand Rudy. I mean, he disappears when Kyle Shanahan was whooping that behind from one end to the other end. He disappears. You can't get Rudy confined. Wouldn't come back on the show. None of this. But you can't.
Well, you know what? Actually, Trez, I can speak for him on that though. He did come in, albeit very upset. He left a little nasty remark, but he still congratulated after we got through beating that ass.
Wait. Did he call in or did
they called in?
Because I never. I never heard him every time we whooped him.
No, he called in.
You know, to the best of my knowledge, Kyle Shanahan is 7-3 versus McVay.
So he called in often.
I don't see. But I don't understand where he gets. Kyle Shanahan overall record is not that great, but versus McVay, he's 7-3. So why are you even talking? Like, really, you escaped us. Escaped.
Absolutely.
I mean, call it what it is.
And Trez,
you escaped.
Another thing too, McVay walked into a night. You know how you walk into a house that needs some work on it in order to be worth a damn? McVay walked into a mansion. It was already all the furnishings, the paint job, everything was right. All he had to do was come in and apply and put things together and run the team. He had all the talent you need. You know, he had what's his name running his defense. Kyle
That's
didn't.
a very true statement.
Kyle didn't.
I mean, yeah, he didn't come in with a brand new GM and him being a brand new head coach and starting from ground roots. He didn't do that without a quarterback. He didn't do that. I mean, you know, the team that the Rams had was serviceable.
He hit the ground running.
They just needed some coaching up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they
needed some coaching
underachieved
up.
the year before.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, he needs to stop with that, though. I mean, really, I done had enough of Rudy in his.
In fact,
we're the champs.
You know what?
We're that.
I know, but this is his year. But in fact, the Atlanta Falcons was the only equal situation because Kyle walked into a Falcons team that was stacked with talent. So if you put that team versus the Rams, and I'm pretty sure that they beat the Rams up during that time, you know, then you're talking, okay, now that's even up.
Yeah, that was a no contest. Yeah, exactly.
So.
But Ronbo, that's all I had. Look, happy birthday again, man.
Thanks, Trez.
I couldn't let this day go by without calling in. You know, I'm always watching. I tell you that I'm always.
Yeah, I know you know, because sometimes you recall things, and I didn't know you was privy to that, and you repeat it. So I know you're telling the truth.
Yeah. I was watching you and Trey have y'all little, you know.
Trey, you know.
I said I'm not gonna do it.
Trey,
I'm not gonna do it.
Trey studies up. He waits a few days and he comes back. I'm looking for him anytime. He's had a few days off and he'll come back and get me. I love Trey.
Right.
I love when he does that.
Right. Yeah, my partner here called me on that one. I was like, okay.
Hey, Trez, just to inform those who don't know about TNT, do you know that Trey and Trez became bros because Trey and Trez used to have back and forth. They'd be going after each other. You know, you watch the movies on TV where the dudes are shooting at each other and ducking and shooting. That was Trey and Trez.
It was two of the greatest battling and debating each other to the end. So we just had to go to make TNT come together. You know what I'm saying? That's how long we got started right here on the Ronbo show. You know what I'm saying? Ronbo Sports started it all.
Oh, God.
But we appreciate you. We love you, Ronbo. You have a good one. Be blessed.
Thanks, fam. You have a great night, Chris.
Right.
Looking forward to next time.
Take care.
And Jimmy Rosales, the Rams never figured out Jimmy. After 6 times, Jimmy got hurt. It took Jimmy with a bad shoulder and a bad hand and his left tackle with no foot to beat him. And they still only beat him by 3. A healthy Jimmy, I'll put money on him to beat the Rams all day, starting as soon as he's healthy. And they ain't figured out no Jimmy. Hey, Tony, Atlanta's Tony.
Hey,
yes.
Ronbo, first of all, happy birthday to your brother. Happy
Thanks,
21. And have a drink on me. The second thing is I can't stop laughing because it seemed like Rudy, when he was talking, didn't they just win the world championship?
I know.
You would never know it.
Because they're trying to get acknowledgement. You know what? But you can't come to the 49ers for acknowledgement. It's like I just said. We were beating the Rams every time we seen them. It didn't matter when and where, but they finally caught us in a less than a 100% healthy condition, and they squeezed out a win, having stacked a team with like an army of stars, and they still barely escaped.
That's all right, Ronbo, because week 2, we're going to get in there behind with our young talent. I can't wait. Stafford's going to be under so much heat from Malone and Ibakibe and Jarrett and Ogunwaye. We got some young dogs that's coming after that quarterback.
And, you know, and they've lost. And Notaboom, I don't see him. You know, it takes Nick Bosa to tell you how good Whitworth is. I don't think Nick's going to have a lot of problem with Noteboom.
And see, Ronbo, you said it a few shows ago. The Rams are going to hurt themselves offensively because Ronbo, they lost Sony Michel, that Darrell Henderson, I like that kid. I wanted us to draft him 3-year squad of Memphis, the backup running back. I like him. But they don't use him enough. They want to pass all the time. He's doing that.
And that's why I couldn't understand, why do the Rams think that they can pass their way to a Super Bowl? You got a guy that's up to 14 INTs, and there could have been a lot more. I think some of them other teams might have dropped as well. It was just the Rams' year. They got blessed. They did. They got into a situation. They beat the Cleveland Browns or the Cincinnati Bengals in the Super Bowl. Had Cincinnati an offensive line, that doesn't happen. They built that line now, from what I understand. So, it's just one of those things. They got away. It was their year, Tony.
And Rudy just said in the chat that we talking smack about Stafford. That is who he is. He throws picks. He did it in Detroit. Another time.
Rudy, that's too many picks. That's
what he is. He is who he is. Stay tuned. There's more to come.
I tell you, I want to see the Rams this year, though. It's going to be interesting to see. Rudy believes they're every bit as potent as they were last year. Now, I do want to see that, and they're going to get played differently, and there's going to be all kinds of schemes for Cooper Kupp, even if it requires double teaming him. He is not a basher, a guy that hurts people, plays physical. So you can actually stop a finesse player. You know that, Tony. So we're going to see what happens.
One thing the Rams did that I liked is they drafted their running back out of Notre Dame, Kyron Williams, in the 5th round. That was a good pick, but he won't play because you got Darrell Henderson and the kid from Florida State ahead of them. But they won't even run them. You got to give them guys 20 carries, man.
Yeah, McVay, I didn't know it about him, but he does like to throw. Well, yes, I did. Remember, Jared Goff used to be throwing the ball 40 and 50 times a game. Remember that time that he passed for like some outrageous number of yards? They were losing because they got behind and they were passing deep on every down. I said, some of these quarterbacks around the NFL have got a lot of yards, a lot of stats, but it's all stat padding. They were playing from behind from the hole that they dug. So, I have a problem with that stat.
And then look at those attempts. 48 attempts, 54 attempts. You can't throw the rock that much. You got to have balance.
This is why when I look at what's going to happen with the 49ers, Kyle Shanahan doesn't play that. You'll never catch Kyle putting the ball up into the 50s. It's just not going to happen. Because he's going to have a balanced attack that's going to take a team apart. He wants to burn clock. And that's another thing that wins games, too. If you keep that offense sitting down, how are they going to score any points? And when they do come back and beat
Matt Ryan, we didn't and with Matt Ryan, we didn't even have that many attempts because we had balance.
Well, you had Devontae, and Devontae led the league in rushing that year. I remember, too.
Yes, sir. We were 5th in total rushing, team rushing, because of Tevin Coleman and Devontae Freeman. We were 5th in the whole NFL.
So, they say it's a passing league, but don't – yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's a passing league, yes, but don't be stupid. You're going to lose. Because NFL defenses – people think that any quarterback, there's 2 or 3 quarterbacks that can pass all day deep downfield. 2 or 3. The rest get their ass handed to them constantly. Even Mahomes last year, Tony. Remember when there was a formula out for him? Yeah, just sit back and wait. He's going to go to Tyreek Hill. We'll just keep everything in front of us, keep our safety in this position, and we got this. They ate him up. So that's what I'm saying. You have to strategically go deep downfield. Nowadays, defenses are hoping you do that. So,
Yep. That's why they got lucky against Buffalo. Buffalo was the one that passed all them times, Kansas City. But
they changed their strategy, too, though.
Get back to nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, the Chiefs they stopped going deep downfield because Tyreek Hill was getting covered, and that's probably why his butt's over in Miami. So anyway, they start going a little shorter game. You got to try to fool a team. You go deep here, go deep there, come back to the mid range. If you got players that can do. If I got Travis Kelce, I don't need to be going deep all day anyway.
Exactly.
Set that up.
I'm still saying that even though he's with Green Bay, I think Christian Watson gonna tear the NFL up.
I can't wait to see what he looks like. Well, he's got.
Me too.
He's got the quarterback that would probably make that happen. We're going to see.
Got the quarterback. Yeah.
Uh,
I want to wait and see what some of these trades that's supposed to happen. Because I think we're going to trade Deion Jones. We're going to try to get that $11 to $12 million under the cap.
which is always
where
helpful.
he's going.
Well,
Yeah.
you don't want him going anywhere in the conference, right?
Yeah, I see him. Kurt Warner, do 41 touchdowns, 13 picks.
That was Kurt Warner. Kurt's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And on that note, is Stafford going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer?
He'll be a Hall of Famer. I don't know about first ballot. I think him winning the Super Bowl maybe cemented him getting into the Hall.
It's the only reason why, too. Because before that, some of the reporters who vote for that would be arguing about that, But we'll see. Anyway.
Well, I hope he stays up. He is ready to go. Talking about Aaron Donald's the greatest defensive player in history.
I know. We had that argument. We had that argument 2-3 weeks ago. I know. He just doesn't understand.
Yeah.
Well, Tony, I'm going to be back Sunday looking for you. All right.
Always a pleasure, Ronbo. You enjoy your 4th of July weekend, and you celebrate your birthday, my brother.
All in one weekend. I love it. Thanks, Tony.
Folks, hit the likes. There are 127 of us in the chat, but only 74 of us have hit that like button. Hit that like button for Ronbo.
We got 7. I see 78 now.
78?
Thanks, Tony.
Okay, very good. Take care, sir.
You too, Tony. Have a great night. Have a great weekend, too. Plenty of barbecue this weekend.
Right. Yes, sir. And the Rams are ass.
Night, Tony. See, this is the thing. Raiders used to get beat up like this. Hawks used to come in, and we used to work them. It's the thing about numbers. As you guys' army is not that big, so of course we get to slap you around. I know you got the Super Bowl ring, and you can wave that around. Say, see the ring? See the ring? Say, hey, Steven!
What's up, Rob?
Steven, man, we're looking tonight at potential players that could be going to the Pro Bowl this year from the Rams for the first. Oh my God! Somebody slapped me. Oh, I did it. Okay, we're looking for Pro
Watch yourself,
Bowlers.
Ronbo. Watch.
I don't know what's going to say it so much they're messing with my mind. Anyway, 49ers going to the Pro Bowl for the first time. God. I feel like, when you accidentally somebody put pee in your beer. Oh, God. But anyway, what do you think, Stephen?
I mean, it's obviously going to be Nick Bosa making the Pro Bowl again. And that's
No. We're talking first timers, Stephen. We're talking. That's why we mentioned guys like Ayuk and Armstead and Jimmy Ward. I mean, guys, not guys that have been there before, but guys that maybe going for the first time.
Okay. So, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah, it's a little hard. Right?
Yeah.
Well, some names out there already. Eric Armstead, Jimmy Ward, as I just mentioned. Don Shook of NFL Network believes that Elijah Mitchell has a shot at that if he can stay healthy, because he is amazing. When you think about it, how well he did last year. And Elijah was in pain, I think, most of the time. He just didn't grimace when he got hit. But that guy's a tough guy.
What about, has Juwan Jennings ever made it to the Pro Bowl?
No, not yet.
I feel like he might. I think this might be his breakout season where he outshines a lot of players, including Debo and Ayuk. So I feel like he might actually become, a Pro Bowl stud, a first-time Pro Bowler.
Wouldn't that be fun? And he'd be delighted.
Oh, it would be. But if that doesn't go, then I'm going to have to say Eli Mitchell, of course. I don't know if Trevarius Ward ever made it, or if Ray McLeod ever made it to the Pro Bowl, but those two,
you know what, Ray is a good. I wonder, Ray was like the league's best return man. That doesn't necessarily mean you can go in for special teams, I guess. That's a good. I got to look that one up. Does anybody in chat know if Ray McLeod's already been to the Pro Bowl? That's a good question.
Yeah, because I don't know if he ever has been. I mean, he's still fairly new to the league, so I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen him on there.
Yeah.
But then again, it's kind of hard for him to be on the Pro Bowl with a really bad team with a dying QB who can barely run 3 feet.
I know.
So
wait, hold on, Stephen. Naked HD is back. I don't know why he thinks. Do we sound like the kind of people that are interested in that kind of visuals? God. Anyway, go ahead. What were you saying?
But no, if Drake Jackson actually performs really well, he's obviously going to go. I mean, but he's got a lot to work again. Really.
Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
got some
you come
competition.
into a defense. Oh yeah, he's got tons of competition.
I mean, that defensive line.
Both, these aren't just like mini household names. These are like legit veterans who have earned their stripes over and over.
Let's speak to that for a moment. Okay, Drake's got to deal with Ebicom. What's the guy's name that blocked the punt in the playoffs? Jordan.
Yeah.
Is it last name Willis? I think
Jordan Willis.
Yeah, I'm looking at edge rushers because Nick is that's not Drake's competition. Nick's in. Nick's head and shoulders above Drake for now. So, but the guys on the other side, that's going to be an all-day battle. We're going to be shuttling guys in and out from that position all day long. Nick's even going to get breaks on occasion. I'd love to put Drake over on Nick's spot on occasion too. But the right side is the one. You got Ebicom, you got Willis, you got Kerry Hyder Jr. They say that Imanahu, who's probably going to be inside more than he is outside. I don't think we're going to see Eric Armstead outside anymore. There's no need. There's too many guys you can put over on the outside. Eric inside is where you want him.
I think Odom is linebacker, right? He's not a defensive tackle. He's not front line.
He's a safety. He's an SS. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's why I was like, he's hella big, but no. Who else could be a good time? Jimmy Ward, he's long overdue for a Pro Bowl appearance.
Yeah.
That man has deserved it more and more times than I could think. Now, I mean, that's all I can really think of who deserves to be on the Pro Bowl, but I feel like has the skill set to be in the Pro Bowl. Granted, I don't want any of my players going to the Pro Bowl. I'd rather be in the Super Bowl.
Yes, you're going to get that, Stephen. But it's just nice to know that they were voted to the Pro Bowl, but they were busy going to the Super Bowl. Yeah.
But, Ronbo, this season is going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah,
and let me just say this. In order for the 49ers to get back at the Rams, so that way people could, shut the hell up about McVay being better than Kyle, we have to beat them twice back to back. Like and it has to be like, we got to put on the gas and we don't take off the gas. Because that last game, really, NFC Championship, we beat them twice. We meet them in NFC Championship and we get dominated. Granted, everyone was hurt. Getting to that point, we had to sacrifice a lot of players, but I mean, still, like, we got to bounce back hard, and that's the only way we can bounce back is by kicking the shit out of the Rams with a full, healthy team, full throttle, no stop, all gas.
That's it. And we play. I believe we play the Rams early in the first half of the season too. Don't we play them in week 6?
Let me go ahead and figure that out for you. I'll get you that answer right now.
I think we played them early enough that we should not be devastated with injuries. I just worry about Trent Williams because if Williams isn't injured in that game, I think we still win that game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then Jimmy just being completely broken going into that game too. So that's another thing we had to worry about.
Yeah, that was asking too much. I mean, the hand is in trouble, the shoulder's bad. And still, for only losing by 3 points, I'm kind of impressed with that. That's why I give him credit.
And the ankle too. His ankle, his shoulder, and his hand. No, those were 2 things that were bugging him.
See, this is the thing. Jimmy proved he's not as soft as people thought he was.
True, yeah. But for everyone else saying that, we should have played Trey that day. No, hell no. At that kind of caliber, we would have been in a more worse position because he just wasn't ready with an injured hand. There's a whole lot to go behind that.
Yeah. And that Rams
as much
defense,
as I'd have loved to outshine him, but it just wasn't going to happen.
That Ram defense, the only thing you do is get rid of the ball quickly. and
Yeah.
that's Jimmy's forte. So it's wow. That's all right though. We'll be ready this season. It'll be a different time. Looking forward to that.
Oh yeah. And the one game I'm looking forward to, Ronbo, is against the Raiders. And I want to
Raiders?
see how Derek Carr stacks up with Devontae Adams on his side against the 49ers defense.
I got to tell you, Stephen, I am concerned. I do not want to lose that game. I swear to God. You know what? I'll have to hide. I'll have to turn off my phone. I got relatives that like the Raiders. I mean, it's just really just, oh my God, no. I'm going to really be worried that game. I know it.
I am not concerned about that game at all. There's no way. I've got zero fear going into that game because I know how the Raiders are going to play in the latter half of the season. So it's like, it's all going to go up in
We can
smoke.
depend on that.
Now, Rombo, if they end up acquiring Colin Kaepernick in a business,
But you know what? Cap can't start. I mean, he's not going to start. They can still start Carr. So he might not be on the field even if he makes a team. And Cap already agreed to, he'll just be back in the NFL. He doesn't care if he starts or not. He just wants to get back in. So we'll see. You know what? Devontae and Derek, they know each other. That's what really bothers me. Anyway, it's too early to worry about that. I'm not going to worry about it though, Stephen. I'm okay.
They know of each other. They can know each other all they want. They can know what they had for fucking breakfast. But that doesn't change the fact that Derek Carr is a subpar QB.
I agree. I've had that argument with Raider fans too.
Yeah,
Stephen, we gotta go.
Rumbo.
I'll be looking for you Sunday. All right.
All right, I'll be there.
Thanks, fam. Night, Stephen. And we'll go back and check on Charles again. Hey, Charles. And we asked for Charles a long time ago. Charles is not available. So, fam, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get back to celebrating the B-Day. Thanks for the contributions, fam. I really appreciate that. Really do, and all the greetings. That's just awesome. And if we could just get a few more likes. Rams fans, that goes for you guys too. You guys come in here and you're entertained, you have a lot of fun. I know you enjoy all my people. That's why you're in here talking to them. You think you can get a leg up on them on every argument. You guys probably spend all your waking hours coming up with angles and little things you can say to upset a 49er. I know I know you guys. This is what the Raiders did it, because every now and then you see a little cute little quip that you knew his little challenged mind was not able to come up with that just by wit. He worked on it. The Hawks fans, there's another sick group of people. So you guys, you owe us for the fact that we add meaning to your miserable lives. Hit the like. I'll see you Sunday. Have a wonderful 4th of July weekend. As we say, laters. And the remainder, thanks. Thanks, guys.